Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. You don't mind when you come in tapping that screen. Y'all, come on. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in. What? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, okay. I don't know what that was for. I don't even know who that was for. Because if it was for me, bye, goodbye. Thank you for tapping the live, Jasmine. Let me get. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Y'all already know how we get down in the morning time. It don't really be a whole lot. My morning sessions be more for motivation. So I got a trip to go on, but I decided to come on this morning and motivate y'all. Anyways, I'm not walking, but I'm up. Good morning. I'm not thank you for tapping the screen. I'm not out walking this morning, but come on in here. Where everybody at that's complaining, because if you up with a complaint in your mouth, catch a bubble. If you're up complaining about anything, catch a bubble. If them kids getting on your nerves, catch a bubble. If that man getting on your nerves, catch a bubble. You don't feel like going to work, catch a bubble. You might just be getting off and you're still complaining. The fact that you up in your right mind, the fact that you are up, even if you finna talk junk to me on my live, you're up in your right mind. Even if you've been on a 24-hour all night flight. If you have not even been to sleep, that you're up in your right mind. Blood still running warm in your body. Like you have everything that you need, even though you don't think you need it. You complaining about anything because certain things ain't going your way. You don't prayed about something, it ain't came to pass. I'm gonna need you to get up, catch a bubble, and be thankful and be grateful. The fact that you can see me on the other end of this live, even if you don't stay in my live, the fact that you're scrolling on social media, even if you don't, you on social media, that means you can see. If you can hear me, that means you can hear. If you can scroll on social media, you got movement in your hands. See, somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody needed somebody to help them get dressed. Somebody needed somebody to help them feed them. Somebody needed help to prepare them for today, not you. You're up in your right mind. Your limbs are moving. You got blood in your veins. Like your blood's still warm in your veins. It ain't cold to the touch. When you wake up and you don't thank God first and you complain about everything, catch a bubble. Because you ain't got no business complaining because you are blessed. Even though you don't feel like it, you are blessed. Good morning. You are blessed. Because you know why? God told death to behave on your behalf. He told not this one. Even though things are not going the way you want them to go and you feel like you need to complain about something, don't. Because it could be worse. You could be outside. You could be living under a bridge. You might not want to go to that job this morning, but the fact that you got a job, somebody wishing that they had. In order for you to get where you're going, you got to stop, first of all, complaining all the time and be patient because your time is coming. Even though it don't feel like that, your time is coming. Certain tests that come in your life, it only comes to make you stronger. Even though it don't feel like it, it feels like the whole world is, you carrying the whole world on your shoulder. Not this morning. For the next hour or however long you're going to be on this live, you're not able to complain about not one thing. Catch a bubble and stop complaining about everything. Stop looking at somebody else's life and assuming that everything is perfect over there. So you're complaining about what you don't got or what you lack. Because let the truth be told, we all doing the same thing, trying to keep our head above water. Trying to keep our head above water. No complaining for the next hour. I don't care. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your water. Take a deep breath. Because it's going to be okay. Even though it don't look like, I might not know your circumstances. I know I'm not in your situation. I know it don't feel good right now. But you up in your right mind. You literally up watching TikTok, or you scrolling through, or whatever it is that you're doing. You're able to put your legs on the other side. You're able to put your bedroom shoes on. You're able to put your socks on. You're able to even complain about the job that you don't got, that you don't like. You're able to do that because you're in your right mind. It don't feel like you're moving in the right direction, but you actually are moving in the right direction. Even if you don't have everything that you want right now. Today's topic is change that. That's the topic. Change that. Change that. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you. Good morning, good morning. The timing is insane. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. Listen, we're going to get ready to pray. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. No. Get off my live. I see. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And I see the devils coming out the woodwork already. Y'all know in the morning we jump on in. I get y'all on in here so y'all can catch a bubble. No complaining about nothing that you got going on. Life is hard, not just for you, for everybody. But the fact that you up in your right mind to even be able to fight that situation, to combat that situation, to even think how you're going to figure out that situation, you're winning because you on the other side. Any day above ground is a great day. Even if it don't feel like it. Any day above ground is a great day. Any day above ground is a great day. We're going to get ready to pray so we can get started. Repent about my sin, Lord Jesus. I come to you humbly. Thank you in advance for choosing me to be the person you chose to speak to your people. Lord, cover me from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. Plead the blood of Jesus over my home, over my husband, over my son, over myself. I plead the blood of Jesus over the airways. I cancel any following spirits, any monitoring spirits, any jumping spirits, anything not sent by you. Close the mouths of the enemy, close the ears of the prince of the air. Lord, have thy own way as we get on this live. Lord, creating me a clean heart so I don't bleed on your people. Creating those that's listening a clean heart so they're open to receive the word that's about to come through me from you. And speak to your people and let them know that you can use anybody to get a word through. Your son, Jesus' name, amen. Listen, if you up in your right mind and you are complaining about something because you don't like something, because somebody in all the chats, somebody on YouTube, could you write topic? This is today's topic. Change that. Change that. That's the topic. Change that. If you are looking at your circumstances, let's start there. You're looking at your circumstances and you're telling yourself, I don't like where I'm at. That's why today's topic is change that. If you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you feel like you're a little heavy, or you don't like certain things about you, thank you. Certain things about you. Somebody on TikTok, please put that in the chat. Anybody on Facebook can put that in the chat. Change that. If you're looking at your circumstances, listen to me, and you don't like it, you don't like your financial status, you don't like your housing status, you don't like your job, you don't like your man, you don't like your old lady, you can't stand your disrespectful children, you can't stand your family, change it. You got to change. You're the only person that can change your circumstances. You're the only one. Can't nobody change your circumstances. You cannot be in a situation calling your homegirl and your family every day about a man that don't provide for you, a man that don't respect you, a man that don't come home at night, a man that be cheating on you, a man that ain't got no finances. You cannot continue to think you're going to call your homegirl, your family, and keep telling her the same thing month in and month out, month in and month out, but yet you don't change nothing about the situation. Why are you calling around telling people how he don't do this and do that, but you still gonna be with him, and then have everybody in the family in the uproar, but y'all still gonna be together? Y'all look up, they coming in at the barbecue, and y'all don't fell out with them. Uncles and brothers ready to knock them out. Sisters and aunties don't told them off, and now y'all back together. If you don't like something, change it and stop complaining about it. Stop complaining about what you don't like. Change the circumstances. If you don't like it, change it. Do not wait for somebody else to change your circumstances for you. Because let me tell y'all something. Truth be told, you up early too. Hello? You say you can't believe people up early. You up early. People love to complain about things in their lives, but they never want to put the work in to change it. How you complain about something? Because listen, truth be told, ain't nobody coming to save us. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You understand me? Quit sitting around here thinking the government, getting married, moving to a different state or a city. Quit thinking that if you run away from something, that it's going to automatically change. If you don't like your circumstances, you need to change it. But you got to understand something. There is going to be times in life where it's going to be harder than others. It's going to be seasons in your life where it's going to be hard to smile. It's going to be seasons in your life where you're going to feel like you all alone. It's going to be seasons in your life when you're not going to have enough. It's going to be seasons in your life where you're going to be sick in your body. It's going to be seasons in your life where people going to disrespect you and make you feel some type of way. Excuse me. It's going to be seasons in your life where you're going to question God. It's going to be seasons in your life where you're going to question God. And you know they always tell us we never supposed to question God. But it's in our human nature to try to question, to figure out, why am I having such a hard time? Excuse me. Why am I having such a hard time? Not one time do people that complain a lot look in the mirror and take accountability for the things that they do. It's always somebody else's fault. It's all just like way in the Bible. It ain't just start with us, baby. This started way in the Bible. That's just like in the Bible when Lazarus passed and Mary and Martha was calling for Jesus and told Jesus, oh, their brother was sick. And by the time he got there, he was thinking. And they told him, if you had been here, he wouldn't have been in the grave. And the Lord said and telling them, he's not dead. He's yet alive. He's sleeping. But see, we complain about certain things that's one out of our circumstances, out of our control. Some things are not in your control. Some things that you are not going to be able to change. Some things you're not going to be able to fix because it ain't even for you to fix. And you be steady trying to fix it and you be messing it up. You know how you try to screw a nail in, and if you do it too many times, you can script that nail. That's how we do things in life. We'll script something and then try to expect somebody else to fix it. And when it don't be fixed, we're mad at everybody. Mama told you off. Now you mad at the whole family. Y'all know anybody like that? When your mama tell one of your siblings off, now they mad with the whole family. Oh, I know y'all talking about me. I know y'all against me. You mad with mama. Mama mad with you. They ain't got nothing to do with us. It's always somebody's fault. And especially when it comes to these kids and baby mama, baby daddies. Baby mamas love to say, oh, he a deadbeat. Oh, he don't do nothing for his kids. Oh, he don't call his kids. Oh, he don't come through for his kids. Oh, he don't do nothing. I have to do everything. Some of y'all women, listen, let's be clear. Not everybody. This ain't across the board. This ain't 100. Y'all love to complain about one thing and all because of one thing not happening. Y'all love to say a man ain't this and that if he don't give y'all money, if the child support ain't coming through. But in actuality, do you know it takes more than child support to take care of the children? You got to stop sitting around thinking that, oh, if I hold my child hostage, then it's going to be better. Come here, ladies. Let me tell you why you got to stop that. You're going to have to fix that. You walk around here and you saying your anxiety going through the roof. You saying them children getting on your nerves. And I'm talking to real people because I got some real people that admit that y'all anxiety through the roof. Them children getting on your nerves. You need a break from them. They running you crazy. All they calling is your name. And you got baby daddies that's not in jail or in hell, but you're not making sure he is obligated to help you, to give you a break. Everybody needs a break. Quit acting like you super mama and you think it's a flex to hold those kids hostage. If you tired of your anxiety going through the roof, you tired of them kids getting on your nerves, and I'm tired of y'all cussing them out. Quit cussing them kids out because you aggravated, because you frustrated, because you got a lot going on. And you got to sometimes ask yourself, why do I have so much going on? Because you're trying to do too much with just you. Yes, We can be super strong women, but why be like that when they got a whole daddy? Let their daddy take on some of that burden. Let their daddy run around and chase them and feed them and worry about them. Quit taking on so much, and then when somebody trying to give you some advice, you think somebody attacking you. You tired of dealing with the children all the time. You need a break. Set up to where you and your kids' daddy rotate weekends. You deserve a weekend to yourself. And I ain't talking about just to go party. You need a reset. You need some peace and quiet in your house. You don't need nobody asking you for nothing. You don't need nobody begging you for nothing. You don't need to have to feed nobody. You need to be able to get up on your own time. But y'all want to sit and y'all complain and get mad and bash the man, argue with the man, get on and make posts about the man. Oh, and it's always somebody else's fault. No, take a responsibility for yourself. You chose that man. You laid up with that man. You had a baby with that man. You didn't do your homework about that man. You knew the streets was telling you that man was no good. His mama said he wasn't no good. His sister said he wasn't no good. His last baby mama said he wasn't no good. He showed you he didn't take care of other children. So what made you think he was going to take care of your kids? And how dare you have 2 and 3 kids from a man and then you get up and you complain about him? No, baby, catch a bubble, because you don't have the capacity to do that because you chose them. But y'all don't want to take the responsibility on that. Men, you don't like your baby mama, you don't like the way she do? Come here. Quit running away from your responsibility as a grown man, because grown men handle grown men responsibilities. And I don't know how you as a grown man take care of your responsibility, hang around other men that don't even see their kids, don't call their kids, don't even acknowledge their kids. How you hang with your homeboy, but your homeboy don't even do for his kids, and all he always got to say is, oh, my baby mama crazy, my baby mama be tripping, my baby mama. No, why is your baby mama tripping? Tell the real truth. Why your baby mama tripping? Let's talk about it. Every time we turn around, we got men say, oh, I ain't in my kid's life because my baby mama be tripping. Your baby mama tripping ain't got nothing to do with you taking care of your children. Your baby mama tripping ain't got nothing to do with you being responsible for providing for your kids. Your baby mama tripping ain't got nothing to do with you spending quality time with your kids. She can trip, but you can get your children. You understand me? She can trip, but you can get your children. Y'all sit around, good morning. Y'all sit around and complain about things instead of fixing it. What is the solution? Acknowledge that there's a problem first. I can't stand when a person say, oh, let's talk about the solution. No, baby, acknowledge that there's a problem. It's a problem when it's everybody else's fault, but you don't take no responsibility for the circumstances that you are in right now. Take responsibility. If that man dogged you, I'm talking about that man walked you like a dog. If that man had you in the shower crying, come here, ladies. If you ever been in love like that, I'm talking about you been in love so bad that you had to stand in the shower and you crying and tears flowing and you asking God to move that and he ain't moving. Have you ever just been in love like that? Because if you've ever been in love, I'm talking about hard down love. If you've ever been in hard down love with a man and he ain't loving you back, he disrespecting you, he ain't loving on you, he ain't calling you, he ain't showing up for you. If you loving this man, you pouring into him. If you know what that feel like, and listen. In your younger years, you've been through that. Now you look back at your circumstance. Have you ever been in love with somebody, or you thought you was in love and then y'all ain't end up together, but you can look back and say, why was I crying about that? Why was I acting like that about him? Or a man and say, why was I acting like that about her? Because at some point in your life, you thought that this man was everything. You thought that this woman was everything. But you told yourself, I can't do this for the rest of my life. I can't deal with them for the rest of my life. Have you ever just looked back over your life and glad that you didn't end up with certain people or having children? Okay, get off. Goodbye. Oh, good morning. That part. Change that. People sit around and they complain about everything. They talk about everything. Just like people on this live, y'all focusing on the wrong thing. We talking about change that. If it's something in your life that you do not like, if you looking in the mirror, good morning, Miss Shirley. If you looking in the mirror and you're complaining, or you looking at your circumstances and you complaining, and you know that you can do better than what you're doing, or you should be further than where you're at, The life that you want to live, it is possible. It's in arm's reach. But you got to, first of all, look at yourself and make some changes. Fix that. If you know paying your bills or the finance, if finances is a problem for you, because you can't save nothing, you can't balance nothing, you don't put nothing in to save nothing, like you, all your money go out. Sit down and come up with a financial plan. Quit overspending. Quit living like you above your means, but when you really are below your means. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like it, change it. Your mental health is important. You got to understand, you got to have time for yourself. You got to take time for you. When you a single mother going through everything and you dealing with both sides of the spectrum, when you the cook, the dentist, the lawyer, you the provider, when you doing everything and then you mess around and get in a broken situation, you need to take time to heal. Mental health is important. See, a lot of women think that men don't come with baggage. Men come with just as much baggage as women. Men come with just as much baggage as women. But you got to be able to, hey, Nisha, you got to be able to recognize where there's a problem. When you sit down, good morning, good morning, good morning, India, thank you, thank you, thank you. When you sit down and try to figure out what's the problem and then come up with a solution. But that solution got to fit your lifestyle. That solution got to fit you. That solution got to be like, you know what? I need to do this. Excuse me. If you've been doing the same thing that you've been doing year in, year out, month in, month out, you got to go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, is this working for me? How has this been working for me? How has saving money worked for me? If you really want to know what peace look like, and this ain't even got nothing to do with having a man or a woman. You know what real peace look like? When you're able to provide for yourself and your children. Peace look like providing for yourself. Peace look like being able to pay that light bill and going to sleep at night. Do you want to go to bed at night knowing that everything is taken care of? If you do, you got to change the way you think, the way you move, the way you walk, what you listen to. You don't want to go on that job this morning. I don't know where yet, but you don't want to go on that job this morning. You're complaining because the people at the job, the type of job it is. You complaining because the hours you work. You complaining because you got to leave your kids. You complaining that you got to drive so far. You complaining because they ain't giving you no raise. They looking over you. Don't do that. I don't care what type of job you got. If you have a job, catch a bubble and be grateful and thankful. I don't understand why when you go to some of these fast food restaurants or going like 7-Eleven, you got to go in there, somebody got to have an attitude. Why do you have an attitude? You don't like your job, find another one. But sometimes you got to start somewhere, and if you start at the bottom, you will climb your way to the top. Quit looking at your job because you work at a fast food restaurant as if you at the bottom. No, baby, you making money. I don't care what kind of job, you making money. If you get up and you clock in and that's a W-2 job, you making money. Quit running around here going to these jobs with an attitude because of the choices that you made, and now you got to deal with this type of job, and it ain't nobody's fault but your own fault, but you running around here mad at the world. Oh, I got to work this job. That's a choice that you made. You decided to handle your business how you handle it. Now you here. It doesn't matter. It ain't where you start. It's how you finish. It's how you get up and go harder each day, understanding it gonna get better for me, but I just got to keep grinding. I got to wait. I got to make sure that I'm going where I need to go, and you need to be going up and not down. And if you on a job that you don't like, fix it. But you think you're going to leave a job with a bad, nasty attitude and you're going to go to another job, because a lot of times you have to put a reference down. They want to know all your jobs so they can circle back and talk to the people and ask them, how was their attitude at your job? Think about that. If somebody had to call and do a reference on you, are they going to get a good review, or they going to be saying, no, I wouldn't hire them? You got to remember, never bite the hand that feeds you, because you don't never know when you're going to have to go back over that same bridge. You don't know if you ever going to have to circle back to go back to that same job that gave you a helping hand. Some of these jobs is just a olive branch. Some of the jobs that you own is just an olive branch. It ain't your forever. That ain't the only job you gonna have. But some of y'all get up and complain about the job because it ain't paying enough. You know it ain't gonna pay enough, but you don't have to stay there, but you can start there and it's okay. And you got to be thankful and grateful. Some of y'all complaining about the car you got because you looking on the TV or looking at somebody else driving the Range Rover or a Benz or a Mercedes, and you want that. And it ain't that you can't have it, but right now you're gonna drive what you drive because it's getting you to point A to point B. It's allowing you to take your kids where your kids need to be. But you want to complain because it's not a Benz, it's not a Range Rover. Baby, stop doing that to yourself. Everything that you want in life you can have, but you got to apply yourself. You got to change how you think. You got to get from around naysayers and people that's dragging you down, that all they want to do is drama. All they want to do is argue and fight and show up to the clubs. You got to get around like-minded people. Ain't no way you going to have $1 million mindset talking to dollar-minded people. You're not going to be able to have $1 million mindset talking to dollar mindset people. You can't talk to somebody about getting up out of a struggle who in a struggle and don't mind being in a struggle. You can't talk to people with poverty mindsets when you trying to have $1 million mindset saying I'm coming up out of poverty. You got to stop speaking life into things that's non-existent. You got to stop speaking life into things that don't pay you no mind, that don't benefit you. Y'all speak life into things that don't benefit you. That job, do not sit on that job and think this all you can do. This ain't all you can do. This is what you're doing for right now. This is what you're doing at this season. This is what you're doing right now to make ends meet. You can be waiting tables. You can be a cashier. You can work at Burger King, Popeyes. You can work at all these places. But that don't mean that you got to stay in those places. Quit speaking that over your life. I'm working at this job. You working at that job because you need a job. You working at that job because you got bills. You working at that job so you can be independent. You working at that job because it gives you a W-2 at the end of the year. Quit sitting around here looking like, oh, because you're not a CEO or because you're not where you want to be, as if you can't, because any day above ground is a good day. Because if you here today, you still got an opportunity to get it right. You don't like what you looking at. You don't like your circumstances. Change it. You don't like where you live at. You want to move somewhere. Before you jump up and run around and move to Texas from Florida, and just so you can just post, oh, I left Florida, the best thing I ever did. You living in Texas doing the same thing you was doing in Florida. Why did you move to Texas to do the same thing? Oh, you just didn't want people to really see what you was going through. You wanted to put on this facade and pretend like you got it going on in Texas when everybody knew you was in Florida. You ain't have nothing together. You weren't doing nothing for yourself. You weren't changing nothing about yourself. All you was doing is complaining and talking about you gonna move. You don't move. You don't been up there 6 months, and we ain't seen no proof of that yet. Pringles, don't start that. Good morning, good morning, good. Pringle, at least you can say good morning before you get on my live cranking it up. Good morning. That part. Come here. Let's talk about it. If you do not like what you see, you don't like your circumstances, but you complaining about it, okay, complain about it. I'm just saying, don't change nothing. Just sit and complain about it. Don't. Baby, you can complain and complain and complain. But today we're talking about changing it. What are you trying to do to change your mindset? First of all, you got to detox your subconscious. You got to detox everything somebody don't ever said, spoke over you, what you don't heard, what you don't saw. Detox that and start afresh, start anew. Because as long as you on this side, you're able to get it right. We all gonna make mistakes. We all gonna fall short. All of us. We sin daily. Everybody. Save people. We sin daily. Just a thought in your mind. But if you don't like something, you gotta change the way it looks, the way it make you feel. You can't sit and complain about a man not being there for you, a man not... Come here, let me break it down, because see, people don't really understand what I'm saying or what I'm trying to say. Let me break it down like this. If you dealing with a man that all he do is sit on the couch, he play video games, He wait for you to come home with the bread. He wait for you to bring the toiletries. He waiting on you. And you complain to your homegirls about how he don't got nothing, how y'all go to the store, you got to pay for everything. He waiting on you to see what's going on. If the lights go to flickering, he call you. If the internet get cut off, he calling you. If you in a situation like that and you tired, fix it. Because first of all, you got to know the difference between a man and a grown man. Ain't no grown man sitting on nobody's couch, allowing no woman to take care of him, giving no woman the opportunity to even say she take care of him. Not no grown man. A grown man gonna get out if he have to get out there and sell plasma. If he got to get out there and get them cans off the side of the road. If he got to get out there and cut grass. If he have to cut hair. A grown man gonna get out there and make it happen. A grown man ain't sitting on your couch for a whole long time unless he broke down and a leg or an arm broke and he just can't move. A grown man ain't gonna sit on your couch for too long to even give you the opportunity to throw up in his face what he don't got. See, y'all be trying to give grown man attributes to men. That's just a man. Just because he got male parts and he can do men things, that don't mean he a grown man. But see, if you don't like it, you got to fix that. You got to quit settling for the bare minimum. If you let him give you the bare minimum, that's what you're going to get. If a man allow a woman to give him the bare minimum, that's what he going to get. Quit sitting around here mad, telling your homeboy, dog, she don't even cook. Dog, she don't even clean. Dog, when I come home, all she doing is on her phone with her homegirls. That's what you signed up for. You complaining to your homeboy about her, but you ain't addressed her about her. See, y'all want to complain about everything, but you don't want to change nothing. Come here. Some of y'all get mad at your mamas when your mama's tired and need a break from babysitting your children. Your mama help you because she love you, not because she have to. Your mama ain't got to watch nobody's children. She do it out of love. I'm talking about y'all women that got baby daddies but don't make the baby daddy family help and do nothing, but you put the responsibility on your mama. Your mama is the only one that's around here watching children, cooking for children, get children off the bus, going to the school because you work certain type of hours and you need extra help. But sometimes your mama get tired. And how dare you get an attitude with your mama because she don't want to watch your kids today. Your mama want to sit down and watch The Young and the Restless. Your mama want to watch The Bold and the Beautiful. Your mama want to watch The Heat of the Night. She want to move on her time. She tired of them kids running through her house all summer. She tired of them kids running up her light bill, her AC. She tired of them running in and out of her. Y'all already know how big mamas is. She tired of them going in her refrigerator and running up her light bill. You know that's the first thing they'll say. Y'all running up my light bill because you opening that refrigerator. That's the first thing they'll say. These women are tired. They help you out, but how y'all get mad? If you know that your mama need a break, how about you fix it? Quit being selfish. Quit being arrogant. Quit acting like she don't want to help you because some days she just tired and she need a break. And sometimes she don't even want to tell y'all. So Auntie right here gonna tell you, your mama is tired. She just want to sit down in her house in peace and quiet. She need a few days away from all these children running through here, running up her light bill, opening in and out, going in and out the door, letting flies in her house. Y'all already know how they is. All that jumping up and down on her furniture. You're going to wear her furniture out. They tired. They tired. But see, y'all want to complain about y'all mama not helping y'all. You want to call your homegirl, oh girl, how about my mama won't help, help me when she know I'm trying to go to work? How about you call your baby daddy mama? How about you call your baby daddy sister, somebody, cousin? How about you call your baby daddy? But you ain't did that. Oh, I ain't talking to him. I ain't finna make nobody help me. You're not going to make the man, the person that's obligated to help you, but you get mad at your mama because she need a break. Make it make sense. You ain't gonna call on the man that's obligated to help you, but you're gonna talk about your mama because she tired of helping you. You see what I'm saying? But then at the end of the day, the man that you laid down and had a baby with, he is obligated. I said what I said. You sit around here and complain that the man that you dealing with don't provide for you, don't do nothing for the kids, don't help you, but yet you ain't did nothing about it. Because let me tell you something. Child support, financial, that is a small part of taking care of children, a child. That child still need the presence of their other parent, not just the financial part. A lot of women get mad at the financial part. Oh, he ain't paying child support, so he don't deserve deserve to see the child. Do y'all really think that these men running out here getting jobs and saying, let me fix this so that I can see my child? Please, somebody in the back raise their hand and tell me what man you know, because you saying you're not going to see my child, the children, until you pay child support, that's running down there to the labor pool to get a job just to say they got a job. Well, how many men just doing that? Think about what you saying before you say it. These men ain't running down there because you keeping the child hostage. Have you noticed the more you keep the child hostage, they inconsistent with the jobs. They rather go from job to job before you get anything. Think about that. Think about it. How do you think that holding a child hostage because he ain't paying child support? Hey, niece, he ain't paying child support. So y'all say, oh, I'm going to keep the child from him. Do y'all think these men are running down there to get a job just so they can get their child? If, baby, they going to run from the responsibility as long as they can. They going to run from responsibilities. Good morning, Monique. They going to run. They going to run from the responsibility every time. What make y'all think holding these kids hostage and now you around here mad at your mama because your mama said she tired and she need a break today? Why aren't you? And then y'all love to say, I ain't gonna force nobody. I ain't gonna run nobody down. You better run them down like they ran you down to get your panties. They was running you down to get them panties, wasn't them? Yo, baby, y'all was meeting up. He was on time. You was on time. When he was running you down to get them panties and y'all made the baby, now the child here. Now one party don't want to be responsible for the child. Because when you lay down and have a baby, your self is null and void. You don't even matter. You don't even matter. You don't even matter. At the end of the day, when it comes to having children, listen, let me be clear. Having a baby is a full-time job. Having children is a 24-hour, 7 days a week, 365. Listen, some days you don't get no break. Some days you don't get no thank you. Some days you got to be a parent with tears in your eyes. It's a job that we won't give up. It's a lovely job, but you don't get no benefits. You don't get no overtime. You actually be underpaid, or you be overstimulated just being a parent. So that's one thing. And then you have the audacity. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You have the audacity to say what you're not going to do. Today's topic is fix that. Some of y'all, excuse me, some of y'all need to fix y'all attitudes. Some of y'all, today's topic is fix that. Good, Savage Dog. I don't have none right now until you get the right situation. Some of y'all need to fix that attitude. Some of y'all need to fix that attitude. Some of y'all need to change that. Change how you look at certain things. Quit thinking when somebody tell you to get up and clean up that filthy, funky, dirty, nasty house that they're trying to harm you. Some of y'all don't understand. You can't even think clearly because there's too much clutter going on in your house. You can't even think clearly because the dishes piled up in the sink. You can't even think clearly because trash running over. You can't even think clearly because laundry piled up. You can't even think clearly because you got the children toys scattered everywhere. You can't even think clearly because you fed the children and left it on the stove. Listen, you need to get up and clean up your house and get organized. I can guarantee you, you'll have a peace of mind. By the time you finish cleaning up, it's going to look spacious and you can think clearly because now you got the capacity to think. But some of y'all don't get that. Y'all get mad. Y'all get mad. JC. I'm about to fix you off here. Some of y'all sit around and complain and never be thankful and grateful for nothing. Somebody say something, your mama tell you that man ain't no good. You go to looking at your mama and you go to telling your mama, oh, you just mad because you don't got no man. You mad because the man you got ain't like mine. And your mama's telling you. One thing about them mamas and grandmas, they know better. They know better. They can see it a mile away. And it's hard for some people to take a hold of what's really going on. That part. They sit down and they try to figure out what's going on. They try to tell you, give you some advice. All advice is not bitter and jealous. Thank you. I've been blocking left and right this morning. Every time somebody say something, it ain't somebody jealous. When somebody say, you know what? I don't think you should get that car right now. Not because they mad and jealous, because your finances might not be in a place it gonna take to make sure that car is where it need to be. Everybody want a foreign whip. Foreign whip costs money to maintain. You got to keep an oil change. The tires cost different because everybody looking at what somebody else got and assuming that that's better. Somebody can give you some advice, but some people will get mad. Then you got some people that will take advice, and you got to be able to take constructive criticism. You got to be able to listen to somebody tell you you can do better than what you've been doing, but you just settling for less. You don't want nobody to give you the bare minimum. Come here. You don't want nobody to give you the bare minimum. Stop accepting. Stop accepting the bare minimum. You don't want nobody to give you the bare minimum. Stop accepting the bare minimum. You stop giving yourself bare minimum. You want somebody to come in your life and to love you and respect you. You got to stop accepting the bare minimum, and you got to stop giving yourself the bare minimum. Even if you single, you got to stop telling yourself, oh, I ain't got to dress up. I ain't got to put on no clothes. I can look like this because I'm single. Why are you doing that to yourself? And then you expect God himself to send you a Boaz that's going to come in your life, and you don't, you don't even love yourself how you should love yourself. How you want somebody to not mistreat you when you mistreat you? How you want somebody to love you when you don't even love you? And y'all be thinking, a lot of people be thinking that I'ma do stuff. I ain't gonna go out. I'ma put on over clothes. I don't want no man looking at me. I ain't gonna put no makeup on. I ain't gonna fix my hair because I don't want nobody looking at me. But yet, in another breath, in another life, you're saying, I would like to be married. I want to be in a relationship. How you want to be in a relationship? Because when somebody perceive you, they perceive you the way you look. You giving a bare minimum. I ain't saying, excuse me, y'all. Y'all know I've been sick. I ain't saying you got to put on a full fed thing of makeup, but what I am saying, when you go out, look half decent. Quit walking outside looking thrown away because you feel thrown away. Quit walking around giving yourself the bare minimum and you want somebody to give you more. No, baby, when you accept the bare minimum, that is what you gonna get. You can't be expecting somebody to give you top-notch love and respect when you don't even love and respect yourself. You don't even think that some people don't even think that they deserve anything good. It took me a while to tell myself I deserve this. I had to reprogram myself. You got to walk around telling yourself I deserve this. Why don't you deserve the car of your dreams? Why don't you deserve to be in a marriage, a healthy relationship? Why don't you deserve to have that position? Why don't you deserve to sit in that chair? Why don't you deserve? And just because you look good on the outside, some of y'all be thinking when people say that, you talking about what's on the outside. But you got to fix it with your insides. You got to fix your insides. You cannot sit around here and assume that somebody just gonna come in and they gonna just love on you when they know you don't love on you. They know you don't love on you. They know that you don't even care how you look some days. And you want somebody to come in and love on you and treat you different when you don't even value you. If you don't like it, fix it. Fix your attitude. That last man hurt you. Yeah, he hurt you. He broke your heart. That last man, listen to me. I'm 47. I turned 47 on Tuesday. You feel what I'm saying? What my grown women at? Like, seriously. What my grown women at? Have y'all ever been in love with somebody so bad that you crying and begging them and trying to figure out how to change it, how to see how something's going to work, and now you older and you look back over that situation and you ask yourself, why was I acting like that by him? Why was I crying about him? Why was I begging him? Like, why was I doing that? Thank you. Like, have you ever just had to ask yourself, men, have you ever lusted after a woman because she was so fine and you just had to have her? And when you get her, you looking at like, wait a minute, what? And you don't get her, and then later in life, you see her somewhere and you telling yourself, I can't believe I was in love with her. Like, I wanted her so bad. I wanted her so bad. And when you get her or you ain't got her, you telling yourself, oh, I'm glad I ain't deal with her. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you at certain points in your life, you just know you got to have something. And when you get it, sometimes you'll be like, why was I acting like that? Why was I acting like that? Why did I do that? Excuse me. I'm talking about you will fall out with your family. Your mama telling you he ain't no good. Your homegirl telling you he over there with his baby mama. And in your mind, you got to have him. He ain't cheating with his baby mama because he come home every night. And your homegirl said it telling you he is no good, girl. But you complain about everything. Fix it. Change it. You don't like your circumstances. Change it. You don't like your circumstances. Change it. Can't nobody change your circumstances but you. You sit around and you sit around people. Like, for instance, you have a business. You got a business plan in your mind. You want to start a business. Cool. You cannot share your thoughts with people that don't even believe in themselves. You can't tell somebody, I'm going to start this business, and then they come back and say, why you going to do that? That ain't going to happen. Why we live, look where we live at. Ain't nobody going to support you. You cannot have $1 million plan talking to somebody with a dollar mindset. Regardless if it fail, if it fluke, if it don't even pan out to be nothing. Try it anyways. Quit sitting around here talking to people that don't value themselves and don't want change. How you not want change? How you want to sit around and do the same thing day in, day out, year in, year out? How? Why are you so comfortable doing the things that you've been doing and not changing nothing? You don't like your job, like seriously. Some jobs require more than a high school diploma. Some jobs require certifications. And you ain't even got to go to no university. You don't got to go to no university. You can go to your local IT school, get it certified in something. You can even get certified online nowadays. You want to get paid what you're worth, you got to tell yourself what you're worth. Because if you give the bare minimum, they're going to give you the bare minimum. If you accept the bare minimum, you know what you deserve. You know what you're worth. This ain't no complaining live. This ain't no, but I got kids. I don't like that excuse because you got kids. I had children before I went back to college, and I got a whole master's degree. Do y'all understand me? Like, I don't take wooden nickels from people complaining because they got kids. You might can't go on campus, but you probably can go online. You got to get disciplined. You got to tell yourself, you know what? I need to change my circumstances. If I go back to school and get this certification and get this degree in this, I'll be able to apply for that job. But you got to be able to apply yourself. You cannot sit around people. You can't have $1 million mindset talking to dollar mindset people. You cannot tell people your dreams and admirations, and they will kill your dreams so quick. Some people that don't want nothing, they'll tell you that ain't gonna work so quick. And they don't even know if it's gonna work. And even if you start a business, listen to me. Most businesses fail the first year. And because your business failed, it don't, Pringle, why you blowing up my chat? Support me. You got so much going on in here, but you ain't sent me not now gift yet. Now, come on now, Pringle. Now, you got my chat lit up. But you ain't supporting me. When it comes down to a business plan, you need to sit around a bunch of business-minded people. And you need to allow them to pour into you. You need to allow them to teach you the game about starting a business. You cannot start a business and expect to be a multi-millionaire in the first 6 weeks. You can, but you shouldn't. Because you have to put in the sweat, the tears, the muscle. You got to put in all that in order to get to the top. You think Fortune 500 companies they jumped off the porch and became so, they became so big overnight. You got to put in the leg work. Some of y'all don't want to put in the leg work. Some of y'all don't want to do nothing but sit and complain about it. Some people start businesses, and if they don't go like they think they're going to go, you ain't got to leave. I'm going to block you. They don't think it don't pan out to be what they think it's gonna pan out to be. You know why? Because too many people start businesses and expect they homegirls, they homeboys, they people from the neighborhood, the people they went to school with. They expect those people to be able to boost their sales up, and in actuality, it gonna be people that you don't even know that's gonna support you faster than those that know you. Quit thinking that family gonna come and help you. Family be the worst ones because they be jealous. People like to see you do good, but they don't like to see you do better than them. See, you can't be around a bunch of people that's scared for you to do better than them. You got to be around people that want to see you win, and not just win in a moment, in a season. They want to see you win. They want to see you even when you down. They want to tell you it's okay. The business at this location, it didn't work out. How about we move over here and try that at a different location? Quit thinking that when you start a business, you got to understand. People think, oh, I'm going to start a business. I'm going to be a business owner. There's a lot that goes into being a business owner. Like you got to start from scratch. Because you got to get employees. You got to get the ITT numbers. You got to make sure you got the money, and you got to be able to balance it out on days that you're not bringing in no revenue. What are you doing? How are you trying to push your sales out? You got to understand it's going to be seasons where it's going to be times where it's going to be an hour where you're going to be selling out of certain things, and it's going to be some days where you're not going to sell nothing, and you got to be okay with that. In the days that you don't sell nothing, you got to be pushing even harder so you can know, okay, on Monday I sold out, but on Wednesday it wasn't that many people. So Wednesday you got to change up your strategies in order to get to the top. But some of y'all scared to even take that advice. And I'm going to tell y'all something. You cannot be scared to fail. You cannot be scared to fail. That's another big thing with a lot of y'all, especially this younger generation. They scared to fail. My older people, baby, we done been there, done that. We done failed so many times and got back up, brushed ourselves off, and kept going. This younger generation, they scared to fail. They scared to flop. They scared the business to go under. They scared to go bankrupt. They are scared to fail. Failure don't always mean that you did something wrong. Failure sometimes means it's time to regroup. Sometimes you got to go back and regroup. Sometimes failure means, let me figure out a better situation. I'm going to see a better place to start setting my stuff. So failure does not always mean quit. Sometimes failure means, okay, that one didn't work. That didn't sell. I got to try it again. Anytime it get a little hard for certain people, they want to run out. They want to grab their tail. They want to be mad. They want to sit around, and then they get around people that got a dollar mindset. They sit around people that got a dollar mindset that don't mind standing in the bottom. Child, why you trying to move out of here? We live good. Child, the government pay our bills. All we got to do is get a little small job. Oh, I get my food stamps. You talk people. I don't want to be around people that just so comfortable at the bottom. Why do you got to live the way you live? Because it's this cheap right here, so I need to get in a cheap place instead of getting where you're comfortable at, getting where you're not getting the bare minimum. And quit thinking that we serve a bare minimum God. We don't even serve a bare minimum God. Ain't nothing about God bare minimum. Ain't nothing about God. God don't do nothing small. How dare y'all go to God with y'all small problems and assume that he can't change them, because he ain't change them when y'all wanted him to change them, because God timing is different timing. How do you sit around a bunch of people and let them tell you God ain't real? How do you look at your circumstances and say God ain't real? Because if God was real, I wouldn't be going through what I'm going through. It ain't God's fault that you didn't pay them bills. It ain't God's fault that you didn't get that job, a job that can sustain you. It ain't God's fault that you made bad decisions. That one thing about God, he's still going to bless you. He don't have no respectable person. But how do you blame everybody for everything, but you don't never take accountability, or you don't take a responsibility for the bad choices that you made, for the bad decisions decisions that you made, because we all don't made some, and I can admit I made some bad decisions. I could have been further along in life if I had to listen to somebody. I was like some of y'all. I didn't want to listen to nobody. I had it all down pat. Nobody can't tell me nothing. But now when I think about it, if I had to listen, my life would have been different. But because I didn't listen, that's why I ended up in the circumstances that I ended up in. People don't understand. They wanna run their mouth and complain about everything, but instead of being grateful about things or looking at the circumstances and saying, you know what, I need to fix that. I need to change that. Quit sitting around saying, oh, because my daddy wasn't in my life, that's why I chose these men that I'm choosing. That's part of the problem. That ain't 100% of the problem. You know what the problem is? Instead of you healing from what broke you the last time, you go head first into another situation. That's why you keep coming across the same type of men in different clothing, but he the same type of men. The same type of man. You keep running into him because you ain't healed from the last thing. The first man that you dealt with, you jumped from him and went to another one and you didn't heal. You ain't take a time and learn who you are, learn what makes you smile, learn what you need in your life. What you expect from a situation. You didn't take the time to heal from that. A lot of women love to say, oh, I'd rather be by myself because I ain't got no man cheating on me. That's good. You ain't got nobody cheating on you. But you can't say every man cheat. That's just the men that you deal with that cheat on you. You can't say every man don't open car doors. It's the men that you deal with that don't open car doors. You can't say men don't pay bills. No, it's the men that you deal with that don't pay bills. And if you're tired of dealing with them type of men, don't try to fix the man, try to fix you. Look at yourself and ask yourself, what am I lacking? What am I giving off? Because men can smell weakness a mile away. When they think they can come in and take advantage of you, they will come in and take advantage of you. A person can't do what you don't allow them to do. A person cannot do what you don't allow them. If you allow a person to give you just enough to get by, that is what they're going to give you. What are they offering you? If you dealing with a man and you ask him, what are we doing? And he clap back and say, what you mean, what we doing? Walk away. If you have to question what y'all doing and you don't gave your body to him, he in your bed, you don't fed him, you don't gave him your kids' food, you don't gave him your time, and you got to wonder what y'all doing, get him up out your bed and send him on his way. Because when you're in a situation and you want a relationship, but your expectations are not because you sit back waiting on him to tell you, oh, we're in a relationship. No, that we too grown for that. This ain't Build-A-Bear. You need to be specific about what you want. Ain't no reason for you to be sitting around here questioning what y'all doing. Y'all too grown to be asking that. If you asking a person what we doing, what this is that we got going on, you don't need to be in that situation. Because as long as you allow him to have you thinking and wondering what y'all doing, he gonna take that and run with it. Because he's gonna let it be known, I'm dealing with you, but we're not in a relationship. And as long as he can get everything out of a relationship that you giving, and all he can tell you is we working on it, we trying to see where this go, but yet y'all laying up. Y'all laying up more than y'all talking about what it's going. You see what I'm saying? Fix that. All y'all doing, oh, he comes over at nighttime. Fix that. Oh, he get with his homeboys, he show out. Fix that. Men, you dealing with a woman that can't seem to leave her baby daddy alone. Oh, my baby daddy I ain't get serious because my baby daddy. Or you deal with a woman, go to holler about, oh, because I got kids. Leave her alone because she hide behind her kids. That's an excuse. You want a woman that's going to be able to maintain, hold it down, be a mother to her children, and be your lady in them streets and in them sheets. You ain't got time to be trying to build no woman up if she ain't confident enough. Because, baby, one thing about me, I don't want nobody around me that ain't confident. Because, baby, I think I can fly. Believe that. I feel like I can fly. So don't be around me around here talking about what you don't got, what you lack. Baby, Because ain't no way you going to be a man and you a grown man and you a good father, and then you have somebody that coming around that she got kids and she rather lay up with you all day than attend to her kids. You ain't got time for that. That's the bare minimum. Because if you a grown man and you want a wife one day, I can guarantee you that man looking and saying, baby, we can't lay up all day. You got them children. You shouldn't even have to tell no grown woman to get up and go tend to her kids. You ain't got no business telling no grown woman to go to her kids. Her mama calling. You ain't got no business. You ain't got no business telling nobody, oh, your mama calling, go to your kids. A grown woman, you ain't even gonna have to tell her that, because she gonna get up and say, I gotta go get my children. She gonna get out that bed and say, I gotta go cook my kids something to eat. You ain't gonna have to tell no grown woman that. Because if you a man dealing with a woman and you gotta tell a woman to get up and go tend to her kids, baby, put your clothes on, or tell her to put her clothes on, grab that wig off that nightstand, and she need to get on down through there. Because you don't want to be dealing with now woman that can't decide. Because what if y'all had children and you and her ain't make it, and she deal with somebody else? That's how she gonna treat y'all children? No, that ain't how this go. That ain't how this go. But see, y'all be accepting the bare minimum. Y'all accept for people to do and say whatever. Quit letting a man tell you what he gonna do, and make him show you what he gonna do. Quit sitting around here thinking that because you throwing it in a circle, he gonna give you everything what you need when you need it. Quit thinking because he's a grown man, he know how to touch you. He know how to do what you need him to do in the bedroom. He can't read your mind. Why do y'all think that men can read your mind? He can't. You need to be specific on what it is that you need, what it is that you want. Quit being scared to talk. Them days of I'ma run him off are over with. Any man that you have a grown-up conversation with and you run him off, trust and believe he wasn't no grown man to begin with, and he wasn't the man for you. Because ain't no grown man scared of no real conversation. Not no grown man that I know. Quit letting these men tell you, oh, baby, I do this. Oh, baby, I do. And make him show you that he gonna do it. Because, baby, actions speak louder than words. Love is an action word. You talking about, oh, you gonna take me here. Show me you gonna take me here. Oh, you love your children. Show me that you're a good father to your kids. Don't let no man sit and tell you, oh, I love all my kids. I did. And then when y'all get in a relationship, he don't talk to his kids. You ain't seen his kids. He don't see his kids. Quit letting a man tell you one thing and there's another. Men, quit letting these women tell you, oh, I love my kids. Oh, my kids, my everything. My kids come first. But yet y'all deal with each other. Y'all in the room. Her kids knocking on the door, talking about, mommy, we hungry. And she telling them, she yelling at them, go sit down. Get away from my door. Quit letting these women tell y'all one thing, and then when it's time to show and tell, they can't even show you that's their character. Flat out. That's why you got to let a person show you their character. Quit letting a person tell you, oh, I'm about that life. Show me you about that life. Quit letting a man say, I'm a provider. Let him show you that he's a provider. Quit letting a man say, oh, I'm a grown man, because what he possessed between his thighs. Show me that you're a grown man. Because grown men are not intimidated about hard, real reality conversations, because grown women are not intimidated about real grown conversations, intellectual conversations. Listen. We too grown for the bare minimum. And I'm going to tell y'all what some bare minimums is when it comes to relationship. Bare minimum is talking about you got a job, you got degrees, you got children, you can do it for yourself. He got money, he got a car, he own a business, she own a business. Baby, that's bare minimum. I'm talking about what's our goals? How we going to change in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in your kids' life? Oh, let's have some real conversations. Me and my kids' moms, we don't get along. And that man tell you the reason why me and my baby mama don't get along because of some stuff that I did. You want to have grown-up conversations? Have conversations like that. Baby women, tell that man, me and my baby daddy don't get along because of stuff I did. Stuff I said. Tell the truth. What you're running and hiding from. Because if y'all mess around and get in a real relationship, some things that you hide gonna come to the forefront anyways. You understand me? To sit around and when you have conversations, let him tell you, oh, I work and make this money. Because he can work and make that money and be stingy and be tight. You ain't got time to deal with that. You ain't got time for no bare minimum. You don't got time for nobody that want to give you anything. Because God ain't create half for nothing. You ain't got time to be trying to figure out what we doing. When y'all sitting and y'all talking, y'all are establishing what's going on and how it's finna go down. Y'all be thinking, y'all be so quick to go to the bedroom because after the bedroom, y'all assume y'all in a full-blown relationship. That man came to get what he got. Now he gone. Now he ain't calling you. Quit letting that man put it down on you and don't call you the next day or even reach out to see how you doing. That's bare minimum treatment. That's the bare minimum treatment. Y'all sit around here and wonder why y'all not in a relationship, but you telling yourself, I've been giving everything, we've been talking, we've been kicking it, and oh, he come over, he play with my kids. Listen. Let that man show you that he a grown man. And before y'all even get to that point, sit down and see what he's about. Sit down and see what she about. Because a person can make their mouth fry ice cream. They can pretend like they this superwoman and this Superman, and then when you get with them, you be saying, I ain't seen none of that what you said. You say, excuse me, you tell this man, I have dreams, I have admirations, I want to go back to school, I want to start a business. That man looking at you trying to figure out, well, when you going to start doing the things that you say you was going to do in order to get this business? This man asking you, okay, what's the situation with you and your baby daddy? And you say, this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. Then he say, is he in the kid's life? You can say yeah or no. Then what if this grown man asks you, how do you mend it? Why y'all can't mend it? Because if this grown man saying, if I'm going to be with you, I'm going to take on the responsibility of you and your children. That's what a grown man will do. But at some point, some grown men don't want the friction between the baby daddies. They don't want no problem. They don't want no drama. They want it to be like we grown people. We can talk about certain things. They don't want the dude to come over to the house to pick up the kids and it got to be some kind of heat or tension. Like we can't be adults because co-parenting could work. That's just like a woman. You dealing with a man, he got kids. You need to see what kind of relationship he got with his baby mama. Because you don't want to be in no situation where this man saying he can't stand his baby mama, but really creeping with his baby mama. You don't want to be in a situation where him and his baby mama still mess around from time to time, but he got you thinking, oh, he can't stand her. A lot of men do that. Quit letting a man tell you one thing and show you the opposite. Quit letting him, and do not ever, listen, ladies, I ain't never been comfortable with damn men I ever dealt with to talk about any other women he done dealt with, and definitely not his baby mamas. Some women eat that up. You are a simple-minded woman if you get a thrill off a man talking about another woman. Because if he'll talk about that woman to you, what you think he'll do about you if y'all don't make it? He gonna talk about you to somebody else. I ain't never been that type of woman. Don't talk about me to a woman that you don't broke bread with, laid up with, talk about you was in love with, you probably went raw dog with. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about no woman to me like that. Because you slept in a bed, slept in a house, ate her food, all that. I ain't never been that type. That's bare minimum, simple-minded type of stuff. Because when you are a grown woman, first of all, a grown man ain't even going to talk about his business like that. Because he got flaws as well. So you don't want to be sitting at no table with no grown man talking about all the other women. Oh, she was this. Oh, she ain't clean her house. Oh, she was this. No. Because you dealt with her. It ain't like you dealt with her one day and walked away. You probably dealt with her for months or even years on end. Quit doing that. When we as women sit down and talk about a man to another man, some men don't like that either. But you could be real about it. You could be straight up real about it. Oh, listen, me and my kid's daddy, we don't get along. We ain't got along because of whatever reason. I put him on child support. He got mad and he cut us off. Let that be that. But then a grown man gonna be asking, have you reached out? Has he reached out? If he tried to reach out, what would you do? And if you give an answer like this, if you sit across the table, talking to a grown man, I'm going to tell you something. And that grown man asks you, what's the problem with you and your kids' dad? And you say we ain't get along, child support, whatever. And he comes back and say, okay, What'll happen if he tried to reach out and make amends? And if you come back angry, oh, he ain't seeing my kids. I ain't calling nobody. I ain't gonna reach out. I ain't gonna, he done. If you come off like that, that grown man gonna look at you out of a different eye, because now he know that, okay, you still must be got some kind of feelings for your baby daddy to be that angry. Because mind you, this is a man that you're interested in. This is a man that knows you have children, and he still ain't ran away. He's interested in getting to know you and loving on you and your children, but you're so angry with your kid's daddy. Why are you that angry with a man that you don't even want anymore? Make it make sense. Ask yourself that. Why are you that mad with a man that don't move on with his life? Y'all didn't work out. Okay, he hurt you, but he wants to make amends, because see, when you are in the presence of a grown man, this grown man want to keep the peace. He ain't trying to fight your baby daddy. He don't want the man to stop coming around, because at the end of the day, them still his children. Grown men ain't trying to come in and replace nobody. Baby, he come in and to uplift you. He come in to be the best stepfather that he can be, but he will like to have that children have their dad, because he don't never want to get it crossed as if he trying to take his place or trying to make him be non-existent. A grown man ain't threatened by another man. You hear what I say? Baby daddy or not. But see, y'all don't get that. You got to fix your attitude. Fix your attitude. Fix the things that you're saying. The way you think. Quit thinking that these men don't want to deal with you because you got children. Because when you sit across from a grown woman or a grown woman, man, when you sit across from a grown woman and y'all having a conversation, she is not threatened by your baby mama. She ain't threatened by your baby mama unless you put that fear or anxiety into her. Because she don't even know your baby mama. Because if she's sitting there talking to you, she knows that you got kids. She's not threatened because you have a baby mama. In the back of her mind, she want to see how this conversation going to go and how it goes. Now, if you dealing with a grown woman and you a grown man, your baby mama should never have the umptions, the gumptions, the nerve to disrespect your lady while y'all together. You as the outside, I got kids and my baby daddies with other women. I never disrespect their home. Any issue that I got with my baby daddy or my child, it's me and him. It don't got nothing to do with his old lady. You feel what I'm saying? Some people want to take it out on everybody. It don't got nothing to do with them. It got something to do with you and the child. And when you a grown woman, you don't ever make a man feel like you gonna be coming for their children. Your children gonna come before their children. You cannot deal with no grown man that loving on his kids and think you finna take their place. But some women think because, oh, I'm with him now, he need to forget all about. Simple-minded women, you think that this man gonna completely forget about the kids that he had way before you? Even if him and his baby mama do not talk. Because some men get with women that got kids and that woman makes him feel so good or whatever. I don't even know how you fix that, flip that, change that, make it feel some type of way, make it okay. That they tend to the kids they got and forget about the kids on the outside. What kind of woman are you? You say you're a grown woman, but you make it to where he can't even deal with his kids on the outside because you feel threatened by the children's mama. Like you are got to be a simple-minded woman to think that them tables don't never turn. Because grown women are not threatened by no baby mama. But when you are a simple-minded woman, you make that man feel like, oh, you better not be talking to your baby mama. You better not be talking to your outside kids. What kind of woman are you that will have a man do such a thing? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why are you being that type of way that you feel like, oh, that man can't tend to his... I don't want to deal with no man that got kids that not my children and don't tend to his own children. How you gonna come and tell me or my kids something when you don't even tend to the kids you got because you and your baby mamas or whatever the situation may be? I would never make a man feel like they got to choose me and my kids over his kids, because if we together, we a team. We're a team. You understand me? But see, If you don't like something, you got to fix it. Before you go in head first into a relationship, you dealing with a man that got children. You dealing with a man that is on his A game. Quit accepting the bare minimum. Quit accepting somebody to give you crumbs. We're not accepting no crumbs. We're not accepting nobody that's going to make us come out of character. You got to stop letting people give you the bare minimum. And you got to quit with that bare minimum mindset. You got to tell yourself you deserve it all. You got to tell yourself, I'm working I'm working at this job, but this ain't the end. I've made some bad decisions, but it ain't the end. We all make bad choices. Let me talk about stepfathers, because this is the second time he done said something about stepfathers. My baby mama gave me her all, and it didn't compete to the love I felt for my child. I don't understand the question. Listen, Mike, is this your first time on my live? And what me having a job got to do with what I'm talking about? What if I don't got a job? Like, what does that got to do with what I'm talking about? Let me tell y'all something. Just because you have a baby with somebody, it don't automatically mean that that person, you and that person meant to be together. Because y'all got kids and y'all separate, it doesn't mean that neither one of y'all are bad people. Y'all, women got to stop thinking that men won't accept them with children. Good morning. There are men that will accept you with kids and to love your kids better than they daddy love them. And we know that's not even possible. Because the daddy gonna love them because that's their child, that's their blood. But we got some women that get in a situation, and while they're in that situation, they don't appreciate the man, or they don't teach their children to respect that person, women or men. Like, as a man, you get with a woman that ain't your kid's mom, and your child is talking back, being disrespectful. It's up to you as a father to check that real quick. That she shouldn't be in no shape nor manner be able to disrespect the woman that you're dealing with, the one you in love with, the one you pay bills with. She shouldn't be able to disrespect her. And that goes for women. The man that is providing, making sure them lights stay on, their mortgage stay paid, their car stay, their gas stay, food in their belly, shoes on their feet. They're able to do what they need to do. And I'm talking about he a good man. I ain't talking about just because he just a man. I'm talking about a stepdaddy that's a good man. I ain't say perfect, but he a good man. Some of y'all, this is why y'all single too, because y'all let y'all children run a good man away because they feel like they daddy should be here. Excuse me. And that's what a lot of children, of course, they want their dads to be there. They don't want no other man, and they don't want it to seem like you trying to bring somebody else in when their daddy could be there. When in actuality, you and their daddy ain't together for a reason. If that man is a good man, and he's providing, he's making things comfortable, he's making sure the kids got everything, he's loving on them, he's doing everything to make their mama smile, he's doing everything to keep a smile on that woman's face. Like, your kids got to know that when you a stepdad, excuse me, y'all know I've been sick. Excuse me. When you are a stepdad, when you a step parent, your kids got to know that that person ain't coming to take the other person's place. That person is coming in and it's going to elevate. Like, when you are separate from your kids, dad or mom, your kids at some point got to understand, okay, me and mama ain't together. Me and dad ain't together. And they got to come to a point where they okay with it and be comfortable with it, because now a step person coming in, stepdad, stepmom, it don't mean that you disrespect them. And of course, step parents don't have the rights as parents. I would never whoop nobody's child, like stepchildren. I will say something, but put my hands on somebody else's kids, I wouldn't do that. I would talk to them or talk to the dad. Like, I don't have no right to put my hands on my stepchildren. That's not my place. I'm out of line. I'm out of pocket. You understand me? Because I don't want nobody putting their hands on my children. But when it come a point in time as as a grown woman, you got to decipher if this is a grown man or this is just a man. Because if that step parent is a good man, if that step mama is a good mama, and some of y'all women don't get it sometimes. Some of y'all be mad at the woman that your baby daddy with, and in actuality, the woman that your baby daddy with be the one that make all the moves. If you need something, he sometimes will say, let me talk to my wife about it, and you gonna get what you gonna get because that woman understands. He might be, I ain't giving her nothing. I ain't giving her nothing. And the woman that be behind the scenes saying, oh, you gonna get that woman that what she needs because she need it for them kids, and she's not going to be jealous or threatened because at the end of the day, she's still with him. Quit sitting around here thinking that the woman, oh, I can't stand her. You can't stand the wrong person. The woman be the main one making sure you and them kids get everything that they need. Some women are calm, cool, and collect. My son is 16. His daddy is engaged. Me and his fiance, we don't have no problem. I respect her. She respect me. She knows I don't want him. Even before I got married, she don't came and picked up my son, everything. Like, I have no problems because, see, for one thing, I don't have that type of love in my heart to be with my son dad. See, some of y'all be holding things in y'all heart because y'all still want that man or y'all still want that woman, but y'all have never admitted that loud, but your actions say otherwise. Your actions say you still want that man and you still want that woman. Because what other reason would you be still acting a certain type of way? Why you can't make sure that his daddy or her daddy is in her life? Why you can't make sure that the mama is still, like, why y'all can't get along? Y'all didn't get along when y'all was together. So y'all gonna think you separate and y'all still not getting along? Like, what is that really teaching the kids? Y'all not teaching these kids nothing. Y'all teaching them when things get hard, walk away. When things get hard, cuss them out. That's what y'all saying. Cuss them out. Y'all just cuss them out. Just act any type of way. You got to fix it. Listen, it is time. It's time for children to see their moms being loved and respected in the right way. It's time for kids to see their daddies being loved and respected in the right way. It's time. It is so time for y'all to stop thinking that y'all supporting the live host now. Dog. Morning live, y'all don't be woke enough for me. Y'all support this live. Y'all don't be woke enough for me. Y'all be listening, y'all be tuned in, but y'all don't be supporting this live. Y'all, somebody on Facebook send your girl some stars. Y'all, listen. When I say certain things about baby daddies, baby mamas, I'm talking about, thank you, Monique, I'm talking about men in their right mind. I ain't talking about the ones that's toxic. Because, listen to me, and you as a mother have every right to protect your kids from a toxic situation. Just like the fathers have the right to protect their kids from toxic situations. Women, quit thinking that it's always the men that's toxic. Some of y'all baby mamas are just as toxic. Quit acting like y'all saints all the time. Quit acting like y'all so perfect. Y'all don't do nothing and it's everybody else's fault. Some baby mamas are toxic. You know why? Because you was raised in a toxic situation. Your mama toxic. Your daddy toxic. And you think everybody else toxic but you. Sometimes it's your fault. It ain't always the men that's toxic. Women toxic too. So you want to protect your child from toxic, but who protecting your child from you? Because sometimes some women don't got no motherly instinct, not one bone in her body that she should be somebody's mama, but she running around here mad. Oh, he toxic. Oh, he bad. Oh, he this. You laid down with this man. You laid down with this man, and you try to tell me you didn't see no toxic traits way before y'all had a baby. That part. You feel what I'm saying? It don't matter what's on my head. Y'all focusing on the wrong thing. Because it's my life. Get off if you don't like it. When it goes down, a lot of women, they love to bash the men. They can bash a man, but they never take accountability for what they do. You laid down with this man, and you mean to tell me you didn't see no toxic traits? Okay. And if you didn't see the toxic traits then, you see the toxic traits now. What are you doing? Oh, you holding your kids hostage. But are you communicating with this man? Let him know the reason why I'm not letting my child come around you is because you are so toxic. You are so negative. You don't have nothing good to say. And I don't want my child exposed to that. See, it's a way you can do everything. Holding your kids away from their dad because you feel that they are that way don't necessarily mean that that child perceives them in that way. And don't mean that they really are being that way. Because you as a mother, you feel a certain type of way because he's toxic towards you. It don't mean he's toxic towards his children. But if you was a mother, a woman, if you're a woman and you was raised without your daddy, it is your job to make sure your kids may have their dad in their life if the dad wants to be. And I'm not talking about no perfect man, but I'm also not talking about nobody that's going to harm your child. I'm talking about some of these men that want to be a part of their kid's life. Listen, you got some women. A man can, he be buying everything, buying Gucci, he buy Prada, buy Jordans and everything. He can get in a relationship with a grown woman and that woman can get him to see, baby, you don't have to buy no one pair of Jordans. You can buy some Nikes, you can buy some of this, you can buy more than what you buy. And he change up. And then the moment you call him thinking that he finna get you the new pair of Jordans and he tell you, I'm not buying no Jordans today, this year. I'm not buying no Jordans for school. Now you around here bashing him. Oh, you ain't never did nothing for my kids. He just bought clothes and shoes, but he didn't buy the clothes and shoes you wanted. How about you go buy? Let him buy what he gonna buy. At least he's trying. You got some women that can't get nothing from their kids' dads. But you around here got a man that he might not be buying a Gucci and a Prada. He's buying something. Listen, my son daddy buy what he buy and I buy what I buy. I don't knock it. That's what you buy. I buy what my money want to buy. And sometimes me and him butt heads because he feel like I do too much for my son. But this is what I want to buy my child. Stop sitting around here thinking that or saying that this man because he don't buy what you want to buy. Buy your kids what you want them to have and let their dad buy what they want to have. But at the end of the day, these kids need both parents. And even if you are a step parent, you need to sit down before you even involve a step parent. Sit down with your kids and introduce this man. Quit rushing him into it. Y'all been kicking it for a month, and now you want your kids to call him daddy. You've been kicking it with her for a month. Now you want your kids to call her stepmom. No, you can't just throw your kids in the lion's den when they don't even know this woman, when they don't even know this man. Y'all be rushing into stuff and then wonder why it don't work out for y'all good. Because first of all, how you know it's a good fit? When you dating, you got children, you got to remember, you're not just dating for you. You're dating for your children as well. Because you got to make sure that this is the right fit for you and your children. You got to make sure, first of all, you're dealing with a man that want to deal with somebody else's children. That's first and foremost. You're dealing with a woman, you got to make sure she want to deal with somebody else that got children. Because some men have 5, 6, 7 children and 5 different baby mamas. Not every woman want to deal with that. Y'all think that men think that it's just men. Y'all men think y'all the only ones that won't want to deal with a woman because she got kids. Baby, there are women that don't want to deal with men if he got too many kids. Before I got married, I already told myself I didn't want to deal with a man that had younger kids. My kids was older. I got a 27-year-old and a 16-year-old. Ain't no way I want to deal with no man with no 3 and 4-year-old running around, changing diapers, getting car seats. My kids was getting older. So women have that same right to say, I don't want to deal with no man with no 5, 6, 7, 8 children. Not every woman want to deal with that, with all these different baby mamas. Y'all men be thinking, oh, I don't want to deal with her because she got kids. It's women like that too. Because that's a different ball game. And if you a woman and you got kids or you don't got kids and you meet a man and he got a newborn, you ain't got no business dealing with him. You ain't got no business. If he got a child from newborn to 3 years old, you ain't got no business dealing with him. You know why? Because that's still fresh. What my grown women at? Do I got any grown? I'm 47. Do I got any grown people? Grown people come to the front. Grown people. I need my grown people to come to the front. So I need somebody to tell me if I'm lying. If a man have a baby that's a newborn or 3 years old, you think that that relationship is done and he out here trying to date? Thank you. Come here, Shay. Somebody tell me anything, that part. A man, you meet a man and he got anything under 5, that is a still fresh situation. Anytime he can circle back because that wound's still fresh. You hear what I say? So if you a woman, you understand that part. If that part, if he messed around a guy, he got a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, he got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. If you deal with that man, I'm telling you right now, you finna crash out. You finna crash out. Anything under 5, you gonna crash out. You know why? Because him and that baby mama probably be round up creeping. Because that's still fresh. That's still a fresh wound. That woman still want him, and part of him still want her. He just probably out because she probably tripping at home. Don't waste your time. And I said what I said. Auntie said what she said. Don't waste your time. That part. I'm in Florida. You understand me? We said 5 and under. Okay, the Parkers. Why is not true, the Parkers? Why is that not true? Somebody said it's not true. Why? The Parkers said it's not true. Okay. I know, and a lot of other people know. You dealing with a man that just had a new baby. You think that he done with her? Okay. All right. And if you think that, you simple-minded. I said what I said. You got to know what you want and what's best for your life. What fits your life. If you are a mother and you got children, why would you got 4, 5 children. Why would you want to deal with a man that got 12 children? If you got 5, he got 12. I'm just saying, you do the math. You got 3, he got 6. Let me talk to you real quick. Baby. She says, what if your kid's father don't want to be in your kid's life? First of all, I got a few questions before I answer this. Sherry, is this your first time to my live? Is this your first time to my live? I want to know if it's your first time in my live, how old are you, and how many kids you got, and if all your kids is from the same man. 4 questions. Is it your first time in my live? How many kids you got? How many kids you got? Hold on, El. How many kids you got? Are they all from the same man? And how old are you? I got to ask those questions before I can help her. Hold on. Hold on, Missy. I was trying to answer her question. If she's still here. Is Sherry still here or did she leave? Because I can go ahead and answer Missy. What if your child's father is a bad example but still wants to be active? Hold on. You just answer your own question. Let that man be a father. What if a child, your father is a bad example but still wants to be active? Hold on. And that's not necessarily true. I don't know if you heard me earlier. I was trying to answer Sherry's question, but she ain't respond yet. Let me pin this up here. She says, what if your child father is a bad example? Oh. Mode, can you answer my question? Oh, you put it in the chat. I didn't see it. I see these comments, but I don't see your other comments. I see these. You said, can you answer my questions? I put it in the chat. That's the only thing I saw from you. I don't see the other ones. Yeah, nobody saw the other one. We see these two right here, but I don't see no other questions. So answer those. While you typing that, go ahead and answer that. It says, whatever child wants to be. And the reason why I asked you those questions before I answer your question, because I got to know exactly what I'm dealing with. I can't just say something just because of that. I needed a little bit more information, sweetie. But it don't show in the chat. But I'm going to answer it like that. I'm finna answer it like this. I'm going to answer this like, but see, I still don't know how old are your kids, how many kids you got, if the man is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be speaking off of an assumption. Because I can speak for little children to older children. And I do want to answer your question, and I will answer your question if you just give me that, because it didn't show in the chat, baby. Oh, okay. They filter it. So, okay. Okay. If you got, first of all, I need to know how many kids you got, and are they from the same man? I might have to bring her on here to talk, because I can't. Welcome in. I can't answer the question without having all that information. And if a man is toxic, listen to me. What is woman at? Let me answer this question too. Messy, you says, what if a child father is a bad example? When did you realize I requested to go in the box? You want to come on my live? Hold on. Okay. I'm finna bring Sherry on.
Good morning. I kept adding in. So I'm 40 years old. I have 2 kids.
Okay.
And the same turn right into the parking lot. But basically, I've tried to visit him before. I took the kids there. He wanted me to pay for everything because he's like, arrived. Well, I'm already giving you child support. So you buy the flight, you buy the hotel, you buy everything because I'm already giving you child support.
Okay, hold on. You say you 40 years old, you got 2 kids, and they're from the same man?
Yes.
This your first time to my?
I
This
come here live all the time.
Okay, good.
Your night live.
Okay, perfect. And you 40 years old. Okay, and how old are your kids?
Literally.
How old are your kids?
14 and 16. No, but he's never called for birthdays.
Okay, hold on. First of all, your kids are older. You understand me? And at this point right now,
but he's never really been around.
I know. Listen. Listen to me. At this point right now, your kids are older. They're mature enough to understand and to see exactly who this person is. No matter how much he ain't been there, how much you tried, at this point, if he ain't did it up to this point, either he gonna do it or he not gonna do it. Because I'm gonna say this like this. My dad didn't become my father until I got married 3 years ago. My dad was never around. Like, he was sporadically around. He'll do this and do this. But my dad ain't never been my daddy. And when I got older, like I said, in my 40s, that's when he wanted to step in. And I could say it's a tad bit too late, but by me praying to God and God softened my heart, I knew there was nothing that I can do to change that situation. Because even though the man and you laid down with him twice. So you mean to tell me the first time you laid down with him, you didn't see no signs of him being this way?
No. Maybe I was just naive and just stupid.
Listen, it wasn't that, but you saw the flash. You probably don't want to admit that you saw him because he ain't become this person that he is right now, just by you having your second child. You had a one child with him, and then you turned around and had another child with him, hoping that he would change, and nothing changed. But I'm gonna tell you why. One thing is something about him, something that he saw in his lifetime. Was his daddy in his life?
His dad, he has a dad and a mom, and they're still together to this.
And what example was being shown? Because if he laid down with you 2 times and had kids from you and then just walked away, that's something that's in him. It has nothing to do with you or your children. That's something that is his inner self that he's like, I don't want to do this. But why lay down and have 2 babies with him, baby?
I know, because he had like 2 kids before my kids.
Okay. Was he taking care of them kids?
Those kids, so I should have known.
Ding, 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 ding. Like you just said, he had 2 kids before you, and he was doing a half job then. See, they give you the blueprint, and I'm going to tell you, us as women, we'll sometimes look past that and feel like, you know what, if he had baby for me, I'm going to be a different woman. No, baby, if he gave you the blueprint on how he was when he had 2 other kids, he showed you exactly who he was going to be. I don't know what made you think it was going to be different the second time around. The first time should have been enough for you to put your hand up. And I know a lot of women, you have this notion in your mind. A lot of us, we got the notion in our mind to have this fake reality of daddy being in that kid's life, playing daddy ball, showing up for parties. And then when we don't get it, then we're like, what am I supposed to do? Second of all, are you dating?
I'm trying to date. But he said he's not going to be in the kid's life if I put him on child support, but he still wasn't giving me money or anything.
Girl, we ain't talking about him. Listen, okay. That right there is a dead situation, sweetie.
It's over with.
Yeah, we ain't gonna speak. Your kid's 14 and 16 years old. My question is, why you're single? Why are you single? Because
I just feel like I always get the guys that are like womanizers. They're not serious. They just want to sleep with you. Those are the guys that I'm attracting. I don't know why.
Okay. You 40 years old. Now, you know I walk you like a dog now. I ain't walked nobody like a dog a long time. You 40 years old. First of all, what are you attracting? See, you, like you say, in your mind, every man wants to sleep with you. In your mind, every man that you've ever dealt with give you the same kind of energy. That's because what you are attracting. First of all, you got to stop showing up as you, but thinking that the man that's sitting in front of you gonna treat you the same way the last one did. Second, talking to you, your voice, it don't sound confident. You don't sound confident to me. And I don't even know you. Like, I can just see a picture of you. Like, we're not face to face, but you don't sound like a confident woman. Like, you don't believe that you deserve good things. All because of what another man has done. You can't make every man pay for what the last one did. And your child daddy don't want to be in their kids' life. Listen, and that's what I be talking about. I'm not talking about men that don't want to do it. And you've been raising your kids by yourself all this time because you've been, I'm going to protect my kids. Oh, I'm a mother. Oh, I don't got time. Or what they attract. No, what are you offering them? When they sit down and talk to you, what energy are you giving them? Are you mad, bitter?
That I'm like responsible. But even after I left my kids down or whatever, or how we're not together, I did get married to a Nigerian, and he ended up using me for a green card. But that's a longer story. But anyway, so I did move on with my life, and I remarried, and I was married for 5 years. The Nigerian guy went to the army because he wanted to get his green card faster. And so after a few years after he got his green card, then he ended up leaving me. So anyway, long story. But I've been dating, I've been talking to other guys, but.
And are you dating for it intentionally? Like I'm telling you, listen, yes. And I'm not trying to take nothing from you, but you don't sound confident enough for me. You sound timid. You sound like, I don't know. What is it that you want? You want to go over here? You're not, listen, this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. And if they're not offering it to you, you're not bold enough to walk away from what they lack. You too timid. You need to sit up. You need to get yourself together. You need to look in the mirror. And first of all,
to work, so that's probably why I'm a little quiet.
Yeah, no, but not even because you're quiet, just the tone of your voice. It don't have nothing to do with you being quiet. It's just a tone of your voice. Like you said, you dealt with a Nigerian man and he wanted a green card, which you should have seen that a mile away. You didn't. You took the blind eye to certain signs. And your kids, okay, they being raised without no man. Listen, there are plenty men out there, grown men. But you're not attracting those type of men because one, you're timid, you're scared that every man's gonna treat you like the last one did. Detox your mind. Stop thinking like that. Stop being afraid to interact with a man and demand your respect. Because one thing about a man, we already know men want one thing. They want no panties.
Right.
Period. But it's up to you when you give it to them. They not gonna come in, and not all men come in and say, all I want is your panties. They try to sweet talk you. They try to court you. They try to date you. They try to buy you. They try to do everything they can do to get them panties. You understand me?
Yeah, I tell a lot of men, like, I want something serious or whatever, and yeah. That's what I
But
tell
listen,
every guy that I
you
talk
can't make nobody want what you want. You got to deal with somebody that wants what you want. Like, before you even tell them how serious you want, let them talk. Ask them questions like, what are their dreams? What are their admirations? What is it that they looking for in a woman? And a man will tell you, like, listen, little mama, all I want to do is kick it. When you hear a man say they want to kick it, eat your dinner, get up, and don't have no expectations. Because you 40 years old, you ain't got time to be building no belt. You ain't got time for nobody to be talking about they want to kick it. You ain't got time for nobody to be calling you for no booty calls. You ain't got time for that. You need somebody that's going to be a grown man and coming in like a grown man because of the things that you have to offer.
Right. There was this guy that just tried to rebound and call me. He tried to call me. He just recently called me, but we stopped talking like 6 months ago. And he's like, "Oh, can we start talking again?" No, like I snapped. Like, no, I snapped on her, and I was like, "Why the hell you call me after 6 months? Obviously, you never liked me from the beginning, so why are you trying to call me now? Like, I'm not your rebound." So anyway.
But listen, your situation with your kid dad, let that be. Let that be. Because if they're 14 and 16 and he ain't did it yet, if he do it, it gonna be on his terms later. But you can't force him to be a dad. You can't, somebody like that at that age right there, your kids already see him for who he is. And I can guarantee you.
Another thing that is bothering me is that the Nigerian guy that I was married to that left me, now he's married to this other Nigerian woman. He brought her from Nigeria to America. Now he's in this $700,000 house that I pretty much helped him to get because I helped him get his green card. Then he went to the army. Now he has the house. And I'm like, I was thinking like, okay, that could have been my life. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've always wanted to have my house, to move out of state because I'm in Minnesota right now. But I've always wanted to move down south or whatever. But then he did all those things without me.
Let me tell you why.
All those things.
I'm gonna tell you why, Sherry. You know why? Because you was the weak link. He saw you as a mark. He didn't see you as somebody he was gonna marry. He knew that when he started talking to you, he knew that you was this type of woman that wanted to see her man do good. So you did all the things you were supposed to do for the wrong man. And now you have regrets and you sitting there saying you wonder if. You can't change what's going on. He in that $7,000, $100,000 house, he with another woman, whatever. That it's already happened. You got to take accountability and say, you know what? Because of the choices and the decisions that I made, that I turned the blind eye. I can tell you, if me and you really sat down, I can pick out the times and the hours and the days where the red flags were that you looked over. Because you looked over a lot of red flags. And now, and that's another reason why you're still single, because you're holding on to what if. Like, how could he do me like that? You're so angry. You're so mad. And you like, I helped him get there. And why do you even know anything about him? That's the question.
Because I was going to report him to get him deported. Because
No. Listen to my question.
Because how are you going to use me for...
No, listen.
Bring your wife.
How do you even know any of this information?
Sometimes he'll just pop up on my Facebook or like just randomly. Like, I'm not even looking for this.
Okay, well, listen, from now on, block him. Delete him. Do not keep up with his life. Do not be don't worry about what he got going on, because you be so in tune with what he got going on. And I know you bitter and mad because you want to get him deported. Hurt people hurt people. You get it? Like,
Yeah,
he did you nasty, he did you dirty. And listen, you can either stay there or you can move on. Because whatever happened, happened. Girl, if I could go back to deal with all the men that don't hurt me, baby, my life, if I wouldn't have forgave them, and you got to forgive him and then forgive yourself for making that decision to help somebody get a green card. You're holding on to baggage that you can ain't what you gonna do? Okay, you gonna get him deported, but you still gonna be hurt and mad because he still was able to get a green card. He still was in that house. Like, what you gonna what is gonna be your end results if you do get him deported? Is that really gonna make you feel better? It gonna make you feel better for
honestly, but
huh? Yeah, you know why? Because that's the flesh. Think logically. You giving him too much energy. You giving that situation too much energy. Because whatever you don't water ain't gonna grow. You watering the situation because you started talking about it. You interact with it. You look at the big picture and listen to me. Everything that glitters ain't gold. How do you know that woman ain't the reason why they in that house? How do you know that woman didn't have a lot of money? See, when you only
living in Nigeria, he brought her to America.
Listen to me.
That's
You
why
like
I don't think she has that much money.
Oh, what kind of work he do?
He's in IT, and now he lives in North Carolina. He was living in Minnesota here with me, then he moved out of state.
You should know none of that. You should know none of that. It shouldn't even matter what he got going on.
Told me. Like he would tell
Listen,
me.
but listen.
Anyway.
He got a stronghold on you.
How are you doing? How are the kids? Like, he would always try to check up on me and the kids, and I was like, if you're not trying to get back, so why are you even reaching out to me? It was just weird. Like, after our divorce, after everything, like, you wanted this. Why are you still calling me, checking up on me? But anyways, like, I'm not even pressed about him. I'm not even really worried about him. I just don't like the fact that he, like, used me. I'm tired of a lot of Nigerian men using black women for green cards.
Listen, but they can't do what you don't allow them to do.
Right, that was my mistake.
They can't do what you don't allow them to do. If you allow them to use you and to get a green card to make you feel like you got them a green card, then out of all the men, why would you even be dealing with a man that need a green card?
Exactly.
All the men that's here from the States, why did you have to try to deal with a man that needed a green card from Nigeria? Like,
it's like, maybe he'll be different. He was already in America on a student visa.
Wait, hold on.
He was here on a 2-year visa.
But listen what you just said. You said maybe these men will be different than the man that's in the States. Just because if they live, I don't care if they live in Canada, he a man. Men are men, women are women. It doesn't matter what it is like the inner child in him ain't grew up. So you think that because he was Nigerian and he was here on a visa and then And like I just said, you think all men don't want one thing? All men want one thing. I'm not saying they want it right off the rip, but they want them panties.
Yeah.
So your focus.
It's like I'm trying to.
Do you want to date? Do you want to date?
I do. I want something serious. I want to get remarried.
Okay, so you're open to date.
In my state, I don't know. I think it's the state that I'm in.
Okay, you're open.
North. I need to be down south. Texas, somewhere, Florida. I love Orlando. I'm always in Orlando.
Okay, listen to me.
So,
you're open to date. You want to date. But before you can date anybody, you got to leave him in Nigeria.
You got to leave Africans alone, period.
Just leave that situation in Nigeria. That's first of all. Second, you got to forgive yourself. You are beating yourself down. You are weighed down with the fact that you made a mistake. You married him and this and this and this. Then on top, way before the Nigerian, you had children and the baby daddy wasn't even acting right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's been trauma after trauma after trauma. But you got to take a step back and breathe. Breathe. Next, take accountability. Say, you know what? That man didn't force me to marry him. I did it on my own free will. The baby daddy didn't force me to lay down. I did it on my own free will. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you forgive them, not because is for them. You forgiving them for you. You forgiving them because you releasing them from your heart. You're holding everything hostage in your heart. You got them feeling they have control over you. And you don't even know it because I can tell you if the wind blow, you'll think about, I can't believe I helped that man get a green card and he living his best life. Like, it'll change, and then some days you don't even think about it. Then you go back to your baby daddy and you think, how can I dare him not want to be in my kid's life? And you got all this, You cannot take a step forward when you're holding on to the past. The past has you hostage. You got to let that go. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy because you feel how you feel, but it controls your thoughts. You can't even see a good man, or another man can't even see you because you're bound down to everything that done already happened to you. And you don't say it out loud. Of course we don't. And it ain't even written on your forehead. But you're making every man pay for every bad decision that you've ever made. Every bad decision that every man how a man don't treated you. How he lied to you. How he used you. You think that, all men want one thing. They want them panties. But some of them going to put their work in for them panties.
That's true. That's true.
They going to put their work in for them panties. But see, you got to be that type of woman. And like I said, it ain't got nothing to do because you at work and you whispering. In your tone ain't confident. You got to go into a situation knowing what you bring into this situation, just in case this man might not even be the right fit for you. And you got to be okay with it. You got to, for instance, you deal with a man, my kids are older. You got to see if this man even want to deal with a woman that's 40 years old with older kids. Because there's some men that say, I don't want to do that. You got older kids. I'm coming in their life. They ain't going to respect me. Like, it's a whole lot go into it. You got to sit at that table and be talking to him and let him know, listen, I got children. They 14, 16 years old. What we doing? The first side of distress, the first side, because your kids is non-negotiable. That's first of all. The kids, they non-negotiable. That ain't up for negotiation. That ain't up for no debate. That ain't up for nothing. Okay? And when you deal with a man that's a grown man and he says, okay, baby, you got kids, what's up? And the conversation runs smoothly, then you gonna know. You 40 years old and your kids are getting older. And then you want these things, but you can't have these things because, for one, you don't feel like you can because of the decision that you made. You made a bad decision. You think you're the only woman in the world that did something like that, girl? No. You think you're the only woman
I just feel like, okay, I see a lot of bigger plus-size women that are way bigger than me. Oh, my God. And I'm like, I'm only, two? Like,
there it goes.
That's how it is.
Wait, hold on.
No,
you see?
Because I see bigger plus-size, like, 300.
Wait.
400 pounds, and they have men, and I'm like,
hold on. Wait a minute.
Cute. I think I got a decent size shape.
Wait, hold on. That go that. I'm not confident enough. You see what I'm saying? You looking at.
I feel like my weight is the issue, or men are not attractive to like bigger plus size women. Like they just want the skinnier ones.
Okay, hold on.
But that's just another thing.
Listen, remember what I just told you earlier? I can't really I don't see you. I can see her face. Everybody listen, I can't see her, but just by the tone of her voice, I can tell she's not confident. Now we're talking, and now she's beginning to say that she feels like her weight is an issue and men won't date her. I knew it. I knew it before I even started.
Right now, I'm talking to some guy. He invited me to some barbecue this weekend. And he gives me money on a regular basis, but we're trying to like get to the next steps of like.
Okay, but listen to me.
We'll see how it goes.
Listen to me. Before you can even allow a man to love you correctly, you gotta love you correctly. I'm gonna tell you, for a long time before I got married, listen to me. This ain't no script. This ain't from no book. This is me being 100 with you. I had 4 children, and people would tell me, ain't no man gonna want you with 4 children. Men would tell me, ain't no man gonna want you because your butt ain't big and you got some stomach because you had kids. And for a long time, I would hang around females that had nice shapes, didn't have no kids or had kids, and they had nice shapes, and it was like all the men wanted them. But that was not the case. The problem was me. Because I wasn't confident within me. You understand me? I wasn't confident. Before I got married, I took 2 years to heal, okay? I wrote a book, and the title of my book is called 3 Years Too Long. In that book, I wrote about a situation where that man I wrote about every day, he dogged me. He talked trash about me. He told me I wasn't good enough. He told me a man wouldn't want me. He told me I wasn't bad enough. Over and over, to the point I started believing him. So I would like go hard, exercise, and everything, just going hard. But I've always been a small person. But when I started to heal and really pay attention, men like that have their own insecurities. Him trying to make me feel any type of way because he was trying to control me. And he was the type, if I beat her down enough, she'll only want to be with me and only want to focus on me. But when I started to love me, I dealt with this man for a little while. One day I built up enough confidence and got naked in front of him. You hear what I say? Because I wanted to see if every man that looked at me the same way that that man looked at me. And it wasn't on we was finna do the 1-2. I just wanted to know. And when I stood in front of that man, and this was a grown man, and I stood in front of him, and he said, "Why you standing there like that?" I say, "I want to know if you see me like everybody." He was like, "No, you beautiful." He said, "Okay, you got some stretch marks, you got because you had babies." He said, "You brought life into this world." You brought life into this world. And from that point into this one, I learned that every man don't perceive me the same way. I'm married with 4 children, and I ain't got no big butt, no big thighs. I'm a small chick. See, we be giving grown men attributes to little boys. And if a man can't love you the way you are, and if it's an issue with you, you fix that issue. Don't let a man tell you you're not enough. Don't let a man tell you you too big. Don't let a man tell you too small. Until you love you, you ain't never going to find that right one. Because listen, I know you at work, but just your tone and your voice, you are not confident about yourself. Because you feel like, oh, men only want this. Baby, let me tell you something. There are grown men. You think when them lights go out, they looking for that flat stomach? You think when the lights go out, because, baby, they trying to do one thing in the dark. They trying to get it and quit it. And grown men know if you bring life into this world, everybody, these bodies are not the same. Grown men, some grown men will lift that fupa smooth up.
Exactly.
So that's where you got to start at. Even though you talking to this man and you talking about, and how long you been talking to the man that you getting his money?
At least 4 or 5 months, 4 or 5.
Okay, you getting.
I feel like it's been like 6 months.
Okay, and you getting this money. What are y'all doing?
Yep, he'll give me money just whenever I ask. Oh, I need $100. Oh,
No, answer this question.
Okay.
What are y'all doing?
Nothing.
So
Really nothing. We went out one time.
So you getting this man money and y'all ain't established nothing. Listen, let me tell you something. You 40 and I'm 47. Stop getting that man money.
Trying to establish something.
Listen to me. Stop getting that man money. You know why? Because first of all, you need some time to heal from everything that you done went through. You ain't gonna be no good for nobody. Okay, you getting his money, but you saying y'all been dealing for 6 months, and y'all trying to establish something. How long is it gonna take before y'all establish something? But you already getting his money, and y'all ain't even in no relationship. Stop getting that man money. Because something about when you deal with their money, they think that y'all together. In his mind, y'all in a relationship because he's taking care of you. He's providing for you.
He needs to work on a whole lot of other things. I'm like, you're not calling like consistently. Like I'm still keeping my options open. I'm not just sitting.
That's why you don't need to be getting his money. You keeping your options open because somebody can get hurt behind his few dollars. I'm serious. Stop getting that man money.
It's better to have more eggs in one basket than just one person
you're
talking to.
But before you can even find the right one, you got to love you. You got to love you. Your baby daddy didn't even appreciate you, didn't love you right. Your daddy raised you?
No, my mom.
You was raised in a single parent household. Yep. And your daddy went around, and now your kid's dad is not around. That right there is learned behavior. You being the best mom you can be. But let me tell you something. You got to forgive all these people way before you can even get in a real healthy relationship. Because if you think it's okay to deal with a man for 6 months and get his money and still have your options open, and you want to be married one day, what are you like? I'm not understanding what you're doing. You saying he got a lot of things that he need to do. He got a lot of things he need to do without you getting his money. He need to be working on him. If y'all gonna establish something, it got to be more than just money, because then you'll get so infatuated with just him giving you money, you'll look past all the other red flags that he probably giving you. Because if he being inconsistent but giving you his money, like, what is you really getting out of the situation? Oh, he give me his money, so I don't care. Y'all get in a relationship, now he inconsistent of loving you. He inconsistent of coming home. He inconsistent, but he giving you his money.
Right, I see what you're saying. Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? You cannot just continue to get the money and then y'all do end up in a relationship, but he's lacking certain things. But because he give you so much money, oh, I'm going to deal with him because he giving me his money. No.
No, I'm not going to, no. I'm not just going to let him just, I'm just going to call you whenever I can, whenever I have the time. Like,
but listen to me, Sherry.
Be consistent and be serious.
You think that.
That's why I'm talking to other people.
And even though you're doing that, but you taking his money. And then I'm going to tell you how to end up. You will be dealing with other people with your options open, but they won't be giving you money. You're going to always go back to him because he's giving you money. And I guarantee you, in about 3 years, you're going to end up with him if you don't cut it off right now. You will end up with him because of the financial part. Oh, because it feels good. At least he give me money. At least he give me money. And he's not giving you everything you need all in one basket. And then when it's okay to get something from somebody, but it ain't okay when the mindset that you got to be somebody's wife. First of all, you got to detox your subconscious. You got to forgive your daddy. You got to forgive your baby daddy and every other man that you don't lay down with, you don't gave your time to, and it didn't pan out to be nothing. You got to forgive all them, and then you got to forgive yourself. Second, you got to look in the mirror, and if you can't look in the mirror and love you without you pointing out the flaws, something is wrong. Because, baby, if you don't love you from the top of your head to the sole of your feet, because understand something, God don't make anything imperfect. Everything God make is perfect in his sight. See, we so busy looking at what the internet says, or the internet says they only want one type. The internet says, girl, please, you looking at me in real time. You understand me? I don't have a big butt at all. And I'm married, and the man I married, we got married in a year. 2 years. You understand me? We bought a house. We did all that, and it ain't take no 6, 7, 8, 9 years. But see, we give too many grown men attributes to men. We want that man to be that way.
For so long, I've been working on myself for so long. Like, if I keep waiting, when am I going to find that person? Like, I guess I'll just keep trying to heal and keep looking for people, because
listen,
the longer I wait, I'm like, okay, well then I'll be 41, then 42. Like,
see, and then you giving yourself a time frame. Listen, stop doing that. Enjoy the moment. Quit saying I'm gonna be 45 and I ain't got nobody. Stop. Stop trying to force something because you feel like I'm gonna be alone, I'm gonna be by myself. And see, and by you being like that, you've come across wooden nickels. You've come across men that are not grown men. They show you one side of them and they don't show you the other side and their expectations. Because let me tell you something, Mom. You are weak. I can smell it. And I'm over here. So if I'm, as a woman, can sense that you're weak, a man can sense that too. And they take advantage of you and they prey on you. Prey, prey on you. They don't pray for you. They know that, I can get with her and I'm going to get what I need out of her because she just want a man.
I'm not going to take care of no grown man. I'm not going to give him money. Like, no, I'm not
giving him your body.
I'm not giving no one papers. I'm not doing any of that. Like, no.
See?
Like, that's not who I am. No.
But listen,
they can't use me. Like, I can't be used ever again. Like, no, I've already been used enough. So.
And you're holding on to that. You holding on to that. That man has you hostage, even though you say that that can't happen again. And you know, because you're getting that man money, what do you think he doing? That man might be lonely, just might enjoy your company or whatever, but you are allowing him to give you money to keep your companionship. You're being used. Even though you're not, he's giving you money, you're still being used. He's whatever it is that he gets from you, he gets from you. And like you say, he ain't even consistent. He can call you when he want to call you. But you say you can't be used again. He's using you whenever he feel like talking to you, he talk to you.
I just talk to him whenever I want to talk to him.
But you just said he's not consistent.
No, he's not. So I don't see him being serious. I'm just like, I just see him as just like whatever. just get the money and just do what I gotta do. It is what it is. It's just little.
And then, but the fact of him not being consistent, the fact that right there, that says a lot about him, and that what you allowing him to do. You're right now, you're in denial because you're saying, oh, nobody can use me. Oh, no, I deal with him when I want. Listen to me. You ain't no little girl. You 40 years old. Ain't nobody just, first of all, just giving you no money just to give you no money. And then he, like you say, you deal with him when he wants to, but he's not even consistent. He deals with you when he wants to as well. It's all about, it's an exchange that y'all getting. He's getting something out the ordeal and you're getting something out the ordeal. But he is using the circumstances with you just because. When he's lonely or whatever the case may be. He is using you. But
I can see your point, but we've only met one time. Like we've only met one time, but we'll talk on the phone or like text or whatever. But
listen, you that word. Listen, you said but. You say y'all only met in person one time.
One time.
Okay, y'all been talking for 6 months.
It feels like four or five, somewhere around there. But I'm not really taking him serious. I'm like, it is what it is. If he wants to give me money when I ask, I'm just gonna take it, whatever. But I'll listen to you and I hear what you're saying.
You don't hear what I'm saying because you keep saying no. I'm just getting the money. You listen to me. Do I got any men on here? Men. One thing about a man.
Like a trick. Like I feel like he just wants to give me money. Like honestly, that's how I feel like he is. He just wants to give it, and I'm like.
No, listen to me. One thing about a man.
Like we've never had any sexual contact. Like we never kissed. We never did anything. Like honestly, never.
Listen, when a man give you his money, he either in the beginning trying to get something, or if he hasn't got nothing, but y'all still talking to each other and you started getting this money, he's building it up. He's building it up. It's like he's preparing you. He ain't just giving you his money to give you his money. I don't care how you look at it. I don't care y'all ain't had no sex. He's not just giving you no money. I'm 47, baby. He ain't just giving you no money to give you no money. Even if he don't ask right now, later down the line, he gonna remind you one of these times, all that money I've been giving you, and I can't get this, A, B, and C, watch. What my older people at 56 years old, they say, I'm telling you, he's preparing to ask you for something. Because now he's feeling like I gave you my money and you mean to tell me ain't nothing, we can't get nothing. I can't get nothing out the ordeal. He ain't just giving you his money, baby, to give you his money.
All right, I'll stop taking it.
I'm telling you, he is eventually he gonna ask for something, and because he's giving you his money, he's gonna be expecting you to say okay because he's giving you his money.
I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
And then on top of that, you want to be married and be in a relationship, but you right here still dealing with somebody that ain't showed you they want to be in a relationship, ain't trying to be with you. You know you blocking it. God himself can't see you nobody because you're doing what you want to do and blocking somebody that's real. Your time is invested. Oh, let me just call him because he'll give me money. Like, you ain't open. You're not even available. To be honest with you. Even though you and him ain't doing nothing, you're really not available because when the time presents itself, I'm telling you, he gonna show out. His true colors gonna come to the surface the moment you think you're gonna cut him off or the moment you think you're gonna find somebody else. But somebody else can't find you because you're tied into dealing with this man because he giving you money. And then let's go back to the first thing. You got to love yourself and to even know that, listen, because how would you feel? Prime example, you didn't like the feeling that you felt when that Nigerian man used you. You gave him everything. He got the green card and went on about his business. How you think what you doing? You know better than what the Nigerian man did to you. You don't like this man, but you taking his money because it sound good.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So just imagine what it feels like. So you don't like that feeling. So you turn around and do somebody the same way. Like,
I'm open to being with the guy and being in a relationship with him, but he needs to work on some other stuff. But
he don't want to be with you. Because if he wanted to be with you,
he probably has other women too that he's doing the same thing. He probably does.
And you waiting on him to decide to choose you. Listen,
No.
Listen,
I'm just only there.
Sherry, baby, I do one-on-ones. And men, you need a one-on-one with outside of everybody else. Because you listen, one thing about y'all women, y'all gonna push back. Everything I said, you say but, oh no, but cause this, and you're not and you hear me.
I don't know the situation, but I hear you though. I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear me, but you not really trying to understand it. Because listen, this ain't you, but you're the type of woman that'll go to God about a man that's abusing her and want God to change him. Like, not you. I'm saying that's how you sound. Like women, they'll go to God about a broken situation and the Lord be trying to tear it apart, and we be steady trying to hold on to what God saying, this ain't good for you, this ain't what I got for you. But in our selfishness, we want it because for the moment it feels good. See, with you
saying, don't even deal with him even if he's giving you money, because money is really nothing.
He not, baby, I don't care. It's been 2 months and you don't even know what y'all got going on. Y'all only seen each other one time. He don't want to be with you. He is building you up. He's keeping you like, I don't know why this came to me, like in pool. He's keeping that 8 ball. You're the 8 ball, and all the other balls are moving around, but he's keeping you in the pocket so that when he gets ready to ask you for something, he's going to expect you to give it because he's giving you his money.
Right. So
and if he got other women, he's taking good care of you. He's giving you the finances because you know why? He sees that when he give you money, your face light up. Your voice change. He knows. So if I keep giving her my money, when I'm ready to deal with her, I can deal with her. And you let him drag you along. You let him drag you along. You keep saying, I'm open, I'm dating. You're not, because you go back and you get his money. These other men that you dealing with, what you doing with them? If you conversate with him from time to time and you trying to be with somebody else, but if you in need, I'm gonna go call him because he gonna give me the money. And so what this other man is, chopped liver? You know, because let me tell you something. You gonna hate one of the things or you gonna love the other. You can't do it. Ain't that you gonna good and bad. It's either one or the other. This one feel good, and it's almost like that song. You ever heard that song? I got a problem that concerns two ladies. I feel for the both of them, but it's driving me crazy. One girl fulfills my physical needs. Like, that's what you in. You keep saying, and you're chasing your tail and dealing with the same type of empty men, and you trying to give him grown men characteristics. He is a child. He's got his inner child and grew up, and he is excited because he is controlling you like a puppet. His money is, I'm telling you.
Okay, I believe you.
He is, with that money, he's dangling it in front of you, and he feel like he can do and come and go and pick up, don't pick up whenever he wants to, because he feels how insecure you are about yourself. How, I don't know if I can ask this on live. Like, are you like humongous? You 400 or 500 pounds? Like, how big are you for you to save your weight?
280.
So you think that's too big? Do you think that, or you think men don't like 280 women?
When I see pictures of myself, I'm like, okay, I really need to work on.
Okay.
But
okay.
When I ask my kids, like, oh, am I really that? They're like, oh no.
Okay. Like I said, it don't matter about nobody else. That's why I asked you that question. Right. You. If you don't like it, fix it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it. But
if you don't like it, and stop saying that a man ain't gonna love you, baby. That is far from the truth. It's some men that like big, like them with size. It's some men that don't like me because I'm too small. They don't like me because I'm bony. It's some men that like a woman with some skin in the game, baby. I'm so serious.
I have some stomach and I have some bigger.
Oh, like I said, there are men that would prefer you over me. I'm serious.
I believe you.
It ain't one size fit all. This world ain't just about, this man only like certain type of women. No, baby. This thing go deeper than that. But one thing I want you, your baby daddy, leave that, squash that. That's that situation. No, it ain't gonna never.
Whatever. It is what it is.
It ain't gonna never. I hope I helped you, but baby, we need to stay in contact. I need to do a one-on-one with you. I do one-on-ones. We need a one-on-one, but a few of, because you have a lot of stuff that you need to get out so I can help you heal, baby. Because there's somebody out there for you, but you got to love you first. Self-love, self-love, self-love.
Yep, I'm gonna work on that.
Because if you don't work on that, men gonna stay taking advantage of you. They're gonna run over you. They're gonna dangle gifts in front of you and think they can get whatever out of you. And then for you to be 40 and you're naive to think that this man giving you his money, oh, he just, no, baby. Listen to me, sweetie. He's giving you his money for a reason. And as soon as he feel like he ready to cash in, he gonna cash in. He ain't just giving you his money just to give you his money. He like you, but he don't want to be in a relationship with you, but he's just doing what he can to keep you. Right now, you a kept woman, and that ain't even
I
your
feel like
man.
he doesn't want a relationship, because if he did, he would have been already been like, okay,
And if you know that,
let's see. And then I've asked him, I was like, when are you gonna see each other? When are you gonna invite me over to your place? When are you gonna take me out again? I shouldn't even have to ask you anything. You should just be doing it.
and what he
And that's why
said,
I'm like, I'm just gonna get the money, and then whenever he wants to, I don't know. But I've reached out to him multiple times, like, when are we gonna hang out more? When are we gonna do this? It's like, I don't see him serious, so that's why I'm keeping my options open. And we hardly even talk anyway. It's probably like once a week. So, but I see your point. He's not worth my time.
how old is he?
Just cut him off. What is he? He's in his late 40s, 46, 47.
And he playing games at 47.
That's
Baby,
what I'm saying.
he halfway 50. Girl, cut that off.
Yeah, no, just cut him off. Cut him off.
That who got?
That's what I'm saying. I don't. I'm already 40 years old. I don't have the time.
You 40, and baby, they out there. That
All right,
part.
I'll keep looking.
Keep
Thank you.
looking.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Taking the time out.
Baby, you good. Stay connected to this live. Stay connected, because, baby, you know I give nuggets out all the time. I'm going to help you through
I
this.
watch you every day.
Okay. Thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all, let's clap it up for her sharing her story. I mean, for her coming on sharing her story.
It's a little bit too open, too much TMI, but anyway.
No, that's the only way you gonna heal. Girl, we can't, this is no judgment zone over here. No, that's the only way you gonna heal. And I don't know how to, okay.
I can disconnect.
Okay. See, that's what I be talking about. We be needing to hear stories like that from time to time. Hey, Pooh, but listen, ladies, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, because, see, that right there, just that little bit of talking to her lets me know I got to keep doing what I'm doing, because, baby, we got to help her out. We can't leave her like that. Come on, y'all. Support this live now. Today was a good day because we got to talk to some people. I like bringing people on the panels that don't mind sharing their story. Message say, I need a one-on-one. Inbox me. But we do. Ooh, okay. Okay. Y'all don't knock that one out. Ain't nobody trying to give me the lion. Ain't nobody trying to give me the lion. The lion a little steep for some people. What Pooh at? Pooh Bear, you just got on here. Give me this lion. But listen, y'all. Y'all know y'all girl. I got to get ready to finish getting ready for my trip. I just came on this morning. I wasn't expecting all this. But anywhere I can help at, I love for y'all to engage. YouTube. So y'all going to just do me like that? Facebook, nobody ain't send me no stars. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But listen, y'all, we got to love ourselves. And if I had more time, I would stay longer. But I'm so glad I got on today. Y'all know I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be at that part. I'm going to be out of town for the next few days. But y'all know I'll be loading the pictures up. Your girl, you know it's my birthday all month. And I want to thank everybody that cash app your girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every gift, every happy birthday. And y'all showed out with the cash apps. I wasn't expecting all that. But, baby, thank you, thank you, thank you. Baby, it's still my birthday. We can still cash out. Y'all can put something on so I can show enough have a good time on my trip. Put that cash app up. Baby, if you love and rocking with your girl, y'all can still cash out me. It's still my birthday. The month of July ain't over yet. Y'all still can cash out your girl. Monique, put that cash out back up there. They can still cash out me. I want to go have me a steak dinner. Y'all come on in here. Listen, it's still my birthday. Y'all can still cash at me at Kansas City. Sure can. But listen, I appreciate every single person that came in the live, that tapped it out, that stayed. Y'all, we almost had 400 people here this morning. We almost had 400 people in here this morning. Thank you to everybody that tapped the screen, that shared it out, that showed me some birthday love. That part. Put that, Monique, that's what I'm talking about. Because, baby, if they can still cash up your girl. Don't be like that. It's still my birthday. I was down bad sick yesterday. I didn't get on live, but it's still my birthday. Y'all can still cash up me. Don't be like that. Show y'all girls some love. And then listen, if you broke, just say that. If you ain't got it, you ain't got to get on here and say you not giving me nothing. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. That part. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. I'm finna get ready to get off now. I'm finna get ready to get off. What advice do you have for a 27-year-old single mom dating? First of all, question. You 27. How many kids you got? How many kids you got? But I'm finna get off. I'm not bringing nobody else back because I'm finna get ready to get off. You got one child, you 27, and you dating. How old is your child? How old is your child? First advice I'm going to give you, understand you're not dating just for you. You're dating for your child as well. You're not just dating for you. You're dating for your child as well. He's 3. Can I be honest with you? Your baby 3 years old. You and your baby daddy ain't done. You and your baby daddy, don't no man want to deal. Listen. You know your baby 3 years old. I'm 47 years old. We just said this. Anything 5 and under is hard because that wound's still fresh. How long you been single? How long you been without your baby daddy? If your son 3, how long you been single? Oh, I got stuff to do. It's been a year. Listen, it's gonna be a minute for you because you got a 3-year-old. It's gonna take a real grown man because a lot of men, some men don't want to deal with no woman with such a small child because then if they get involved, that child gonna, you know what I'm saying, they might get attached to the child, and if y'all don't work out, the child, that's gonna be the man that child gonna know growing up. It's kind of, you know, but you can still date. Don't think you can't date. I'm going to just say, take your time and be open. But date intentionally. Do not just be dating to date. You understand, when you date, you dating for your child. You got to be the right fit, the type of man that's going to deal with a 3-year-old child. You cannot expect that every man is going to want to do that. Not every man want to, but it ain't the end of the world. It's some men out there that will, but just be open-minded to know that it might take you a little while for him to grow up a little bit or her to grow up a little bit because 3-year-olds still kind of rocky, still kind of fresh. Because some men don't want to deal with women with such young kids. But listen, I got some stuff I got to do before the hubby get back so we get ready to go on our trip. Listen, it's still my birthday. Y'all still can cash out me. Kansas City. Send your girl some cash out. Birthday money. Come on. I'll be able to buy me a drink or two. Do that. Support the trip. You're welcome. Support your girl. Say, you know what? I'm going to send my girl this so she can buy her a drink on her trip. That's what y'all do. Cash out some money and let baby. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. You ain't got to get on my live and say I'm broke or da. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, you don't. That part. Don't. I'm just saying. It's still my birthday. I'm getting ready to go on a trip. Do what you got to do. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. But listen, thank you to everybody that came on my live. I want to, we're going to pray. Repent of all my sins, Lord Jesus, I come to you humbly. Thank you in advance for choosing me to be the person you chose to speak to your people. Lord, coming from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. Lord, I ask that you close the mouths of the enemy and close the ears of the prince of the air. Lord, cancel any following spirits, money spirits, jumping spirits, anything not sent by you. Open every door that needs to be open and close every door that needs to be closed. Lord, if anybody's sick on my life, I'm asking you to heal them from the inside out because you said by your stripes we are healed. If anybody's weak on my life, I'm asking you to pull them close and let them know that when we're weak, you're strong. Lord, protect their goings and their comings. Lord, I'm asking for safe travels as I get ready to get on the highway. Lord, I cancel anything that not like you. And Lord, do what only you can do. Not wondering what you're going to do. Thank you in advance for what you're about to do. In Jesus' name, amen. Listen, it's still my birthday. I'm getting ready to go on a birthday trip. So I won't be live for the next few days, y'all. I ain't going live this weekend. But I will be posting. Y'all know I'm going to be posting. So until the next time, I love y'all. It's still my birthday. Y'all can buy me a drink. Send me some money to buy me a drink. Come on now. A few dollars. If you're broke, you're broke. If you're not, send your girl, cash up your girl some money. It's my birthday, you know. Until the next time.